Hello, everyone, and welcome to Countless Heroes, that crazy 16-player West Marches style campaign where I, Logan, take on 6 of my players at a time. Hello, players!
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
And hello to our amazing audience. Thank you all for being here. This, our last normal session, our last 6-player session of Countless Heroes. We have 3 sessions left. The next 2 will each have 8 players, and our last session will include all of the Countless Heroes. All 16 of them, not at the same time, but they will all be here listening and watching, and they will rotate in by turning their cameras on and off for the epilogue.
It's gonna be chaos. I mean,
And I'm sure
controlled
that
chaos.
at least once we will get a group shot of everyone on screen all at once. For the first time, for the last time.
And our,
Don't say that.
we'll all be grayed out.
Yes.
Y'all just
With
little
blurred
Eating
away.
hearts.
You all look like potatoes.
yep.
Potato.
Tiny, tiny
We've been over
potatoes.
This music is way too exciting.
No, don't say. No, it's perfect.
Oh, that's
it's
terrifying.
perfect. No, it's the perfect mood that we want, right? Right? Panic Soldana noises.
Hey,
I don't know.
Zach, guess what?
What's up?
You're a dungeon boss. Who do you want to give it? Who do you want to give a dice to?
How the hell did that happen? Am I allowed to do that?
Sure.
Cal,
Wow, could be
Thank you.
good.
for no reason.
No reason at all.
Whoops.
Yes,
Who do I
an
want to survive?
unbiased choice. A very
To be
unbiased
fair,
choice.
I did only have one.
That is fair, yeah.
I got 5. I'm good.
Thank
If it was a mirror world, I would have gotten it.
Hey, Logan, as one of my last
Rude.
finale
Rude.
equipment requests, can I turn those magic dice into 2 hero die? For
Magic
myself.
dice that Pip has that nobody else is rolling.
They're in Pip's bag.
Have we been pulling from the
We're
hag
not gonna
bag?
like steal them from.
The hag
Hag
bag's
bag is-
disintegrated.
It's gone.
Oh,
You went
okay.
really loud.
Who is?
Tessa did.
How did I get loud?
Like it just shot up. I don't know, but you just shot up really loud and started hurting my ears. So I'm trying to adjust
I'm
things.
sorry.
You even got loud on stream. It's okay. I'm adjusting.
I'm so
So-
sorry.
It's all right. Somebody could listen to stream real quick and see if anybody else sounds loud. That'd be great.
Or if anyone in the audience could let us know.
I'm listening to that.
We should talk.
Funky
I'm
music.
listening to
Tell,
things.
you know.
That's a good point.
Hello,
Talking
my
is
baby.
a thing.
Hello, my honey. Hello, my right time.
Also, Chad, rude.
What? What did you?
Wives do that.
I don't have the context. It's because of the delay. Oh well.
Rude.
Tessa got loud. That's what wives do, apparently.
Oh.
Mhm.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I'm just loud in general. So
It's that good.
there goes that. There.
1990s sitcom humor.
I mean, I could go the other direction and just say Logan could tell you that I am not a quiet person in any stretch of the imagination. So. I'm kidding about that.
TMI even more.
I have a child. We'll put it that way. I like things keep staying on the down low.
Yeah, but he's cool.
There we go. That
This is
works
true.
better.
Took a while.
Regardless of that my son is cool, I really don't need him knowing if something is happening.
Cool, but not that cool.
What I missed?
Don't worry about it.
So much.
Everything. It's fine.
Sorry, I was trying to fix
I
one of
missed
our
it
things.
too.
So. Trying to get all
Missed
those chat commands that are going to be useful for 3 more episodes to work.
Oh, you did it right. Okay, thank you. I was wondering.
Yeah, I
why.
was wondering why it didn't go in because when you guys put it into the spreadsheet, you guys didn't put the breaks in
I
it,
thought I
so
did, I'm sorry.
it's got to be a break per line. You did on some of them. I don't think that one, or it didn't translate well when I typed it over, but another one did. So I don't know. Anyway, there's that. So hello everyone, Autumn. Autumn, welcome.
Autumn.
We miss you. Autumn, I'll see you on Shenanigans. So
Ooh, is Autumn gonna guest on Shenanigans?
no, I'm saying that
Oh.
I was wondering where we're going to see Autumn from now on. That the Countless Heroes is in.
Well, I think you're gonna see Autumn on Ghosts of Saltmarsh, is I think where you might
I hear
see
that.
Autumn coming up
Dun, dun, dun.
at some point in the future. Maybe potentially.
Oh, snap.
Oh, Stampede.
Welcome, Autumn. Welcome aboard.
So this is normal, actually. Good job, everyone.
Yeah, this is
Man,
normal.
everything I told you, everything's going to be pretty normal this episode.
hmm
Nobody wants to get into this shit.
No, I'm
Like if we,
I'm
if
good
we
with this.
ignore it, maybe it'll go away.
Or it just happens around us and the world ends and we're all fine.
We're just sipping tea like,
All
haha, this
fine
is...
here.
I have
Yeah,
a
with her.
thing. I have a thing.
Ooh, let's do a thing.
I have kind of a thing.
All right. Well, why don't we? Do we have anything we have to do up front? Oh, we should talk about our sponsors real quick.
Yes, we should.
Yes.
So, let's talk about Die Hard Dice. I was about to say the most robust dice company ever. It doesn't make
On the
sense.
internet
Design
today.
Try them
dice
all.
Design. That's not true. The dice they make are great. Go to dieharddice.com. Take a look for yourself. You won't be disappointed in the quality. Just incredible. The designs are unique. They're not just the same designs you're going to be able to buy everywhere else. I have made a few suggestions for different styles that they might come out with. They said that they already had all those ideas written down, but that they're just waiting for the right time to bring them out. They're going crazy right now. They are in a huge growth moment, and you're going to see a lot of amazing new products coming out very, very soon. Products like the Scroll of Rolling and Dire D20s, and the newest 4-piece dice set, 4-type polymer dice set they just released. These are the types of products they're putting out there and redefining a lot of the standards of what it means to be a dice company. So go take a look at Die Hard Dice. Use a coupon code Countless Heroes, which will only be good for till the end of this month, I believe. I got to figure that out. I'll let you know exactly. But that coupon code will go away soon. And remember, it can only be used once, so it's time to start using it. Countless Heroes to get 15% off your Die Hard Dice order. dieharddice.com. Only, though, if you want to roll with the best.
Which you should want to.
Next, we're going to thank Nerdsmith. Nerdsmith.org is our network. We're very proud to be a part of Nerdsmith.org. And you can go check out all the amazing content over there, nerdsmith.org/content. And check out shows like Chaotic Goodness, I think is the right one.
Yeah, I'm
I
pretty sure
was gonna
that's a
say it
show.
wrong.
I think it's a
Mhm,
show.
yeah.
Okay, Countless Heroes. Chaotic Goodness is a very unique, goofy sci-fi romp. I always say that it's a lot like Spaceballs meets Firefly. It is done on the Something Old is New. No, wait, what's it called?
What's old is
What's
new.
Old is New system, and it is a very good primer into a DM style of having your players create a lot of the world around you, and more being a guide instead of an overlord level DM. So go take a look at go take a listen. You can't take a look. You can look at the fancy artwork. They have a neat poster, but you can't take a look because it's a podcast. So you got to go listen to Chaotic Goodness over on nerdsmith.org or wherever you get your podcasts. Lastly, let's talk about World Anvil. World Anvil is the most robust world building and campaign management software that exists on the internet today, and they just doubled down. It is now not only
they
all
did.
of that, but it is the most unique one out there because they have something that nobody else has. That product is called Heroes. Heroes is their newest product. It releases on Friday. It is basically a social media for your characters. And while that may sound sort of strange, why would I use that instead of using Twitter? When you see everything it can do and how it integrates with World Anvil, you will not want to use anything else. You can do in-character tweets, out-of-character tweets. You can set notes for yourself. You can set
Pictures,
quests, set
quotes.
guidelines. You can do pictures, quotes. You can do a million things, and then you'll be able to go through and look at them afterwards and sort them and search them and find everything that you need to find throughout everything. And you can go back and watch it happen in a timeline format so you can see exactly what's going on. You can break down different topics and discussions. It is how we organize information in this day and age, but for your characters. No one's done it. Here
right?
it is. Go ahead, Sil.
My favorite pitch for the service of Heroes is no longer do you have to only remember what happens in your games via storytelling and word of mouth. You can actually save those iconic milestones and moments and go back to them
very quickly.
Captured exactly how they were when you reacted to them initially.
Back in our previous game, we didn't do that in this game for some reason, but back in our previous game, Tolus, our West Marches campaign, we had something called a quote document, out of context quotes that we would just put down. We went to a whole separate website, did all of this. It was a whole thing that we did in sort of a wiki format. I wish we had this, and every campaign I have going forward is going to use this. Also, here's the great thing: you as the audience, you get to follow along. You'll be able to watch everything, handouts that are put out, images, graphics, all of that will be live on one page.
And the dice.
So here on Twitch, I don't have to worry about having pop-ups. I don't have to worry about putting links to you. We'll have one link you can go to and you can watch it all happen and all unfold right in front of you. It is amazing, it's gorgeous, and it is clean. So, you want to be a part of this? I want to be a part of this. Go to worldanvil.com, sign up to test it out with one of their free accounts, and to unlock a few extra features. One of the big ones for Heroes being how many players you need. You can spend a very minimal amount of money. I think for
Starts
10
at
players,
it was
$25 for 6 months or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. It's cheaper the longer you get a subscription, but you can do monthly.
Yeah,
so it's very reasonable.
Yeah, and I think that until at least a little bit after Friday, if you use the coupon code, what I'm stealing it from earlier. What was it?
Heroes. The coupon code is Heroes.
So if you use the coupon code Heroes, you're going to get 30% off your subscription. We stole that. We don't have permission to use that right here. I'm sharing it with you because it's worth it.
Oh, it's all over the website. It's a.
I'm trying to make it special here.
Fine. I'm just making sure you don't think you're in trouble.
I never think I'm in trouble, Angela. You should know that. That's
never ask for forgiveness.
I always ask. I don't ask for his or permission. I just do random crap, and then people seem to listen to me. So go figure. So go to worldanvil.com. Support our absolute most very special of sponsors, not just sponsors, but also our friends, and as I like to say, their family. They are that close to us. We would do pretty much anything for them. Can't wait till they come out next year for WonderCon. We're going to be sharing a booth, I hope, with them. And have we heard about our booth at WonderCon yet? Have we got a booth on that? Oh, Jesus.
Not yet. It's going to be a bit.
Okay. Have we been charged for it yet?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. Yay. Take our money. Don't tell us if we even have it. Thanks.
Dead Aussie Gamer has been incredibly gracious enough to let us, or to share his link to his Heroes page so you guys can see what it looks like.
Ooh.
Oh, that's right.
That's
You're
the last
playing
thing I wanted to say.
Bosun Jaggerjaw.
That's the last thing I wanted to say was World Anvil, Janet from World Anvil, and I was going to mention specifically, he happens to be here, Dead Aussie Gamer, a good friend of the network. They both are going to be on a Dungeons and Dragons international stream on the twitch.tv/D&D channel Saturday at 1 p.m. PST. 8.
Oh my god, it looks
9
so
p.m.
good.
No, 1 p.m. PST, 9 p.m.
British time.
BST.
Yeah.
So
London
yeah,
time.
it's gonna be very, very cool. Definitely go check that out. It's a Salt Marsh style campaign, and somebody's playing. I believe Dead Aussie's playing a shark man, and Janet's playing a mermaid. So it is going to be an incredible game. Go take a look at that and support Dead Aussie and support Orlando.
And
And D&D in
and
general.
Orlando. Yes.
And we have a lot of cool streams that we're going to have coming up. One that keeps getting teased out there is we're auditioning right now for our own Salt Marshes campaign, which may be opening up to more people than we thought. So,
I've actually
when are
officially decided
auditions
on that.
closing?
Friday. I need to know that you are interested by Friday because I want to run a couple one-shots with those interested to make sure the groups
They mesh
gel
and
as
gel
a whole.
and
Put
Yes.
put your contact info or your Twitter or
Putting
whatever,
talk
however you want them
together.
to contact you.
Reach out to me. Please reach out to me on Twitter if you
Reach
are
out to
interested in
me.
playing. I have officially decided that I will be running 2 crews. So we will have 2 competing crews to
So every
not
other Friday will be a
competing.
different
but 2 crews.
lies. So every other
All
Friday will be a
pirates are
different crew.
competing.
All every other Friday will be a different
Mhm.
crew
Yep,
alternating.
two alternating
between the
crews.
two. That's amazing.
Yep.
Very cool. We are also
So excited.
looking for Dungeon Masters for a huge community event that we're going to be doing in September. So if you're interested in being a part of that and you know anything about a little place called Avernus, let us know. We are very, very interested. Or if you'd like to learn, we are looking for DMs to start committing to run games during that time. It's going to be a huge community event that we want to put together. So come along and let us know. All right. So that's all we have. Let's. I don't suppose we could waste any more time. We could really try if we wanted, but I think maybe we should get into the game and start
Yeah, sure.
with recapping the entire campaign up to this.
Okay, all right.
So
I forgot to tell you this is a
First of all,
6-hour
started-
episode.
So there was a wizard that was kidnapped,
It was all
Yes.
a dream.
I like that.
and someone made. And
I
someone
mean, there
shot
was
glitter all over
Daydream,
the
but that
place.
was different.
hmm Episode 1
Thank you.
finished. Wizard kidnapped
We're all-
glitter. Episode 2.
That's funny because
Episode 151, glitter.
Yeah.
Several episodes later, there is a cat.
Glitter.
His name's Glitter.
But he wasn't kidnapped. He's fine.
He was catnapped.
I was
But
gonna
that's
no,
a
but he
different
takes
type of
cat
thing.
naps.
He
There you
was
go.
he catnapped himself.
Yes, he did catnap himself.
Thank you, Jay.
All right, do we really get into what we're actually doing now?
Oh, I suppose.
Are we gonna, if not a whole season
No, I want to
recap, do we
recap of
wanna
just
at
our last
least-
episode and maybe a brief understanding
Yeah.
of where we're at right now.
Okay, we can start with the brief
It
understanding
feels like
first.
it's been forever since Saturday.
Sure.
Because we didn't do anything Friday or Saturday. So last Thursday,
Mm-mm.
what was last Thursday's episode? Bardic
Thursday. I
I
inspiration.
think we only had a
we-
Tuesday, Wednesday game.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
Or
Wednesday.
Wednesday and Thursday.
It was, Wed- it was Wednesday, Thursday.
That was the. It was been a while.
I was in Wednesday's game, so I don't know what happened on Thursday. Jay, you were in Thursday.
Yeah, I'm
Tessa
trying to
and Zach.
remember what happened because. Yeah.
That's actually stepped
Well,
out
you-
because I had to do stuff.
So.
Well, while you think about it, I can give a context for like what's going on in the city
Yeah.
right now.
Sure.
So, all right, so we have 2 locations of note for going forward for this finale. We have Lamina Island, where we have been dealing with a let's call it a fractured goddess of the arcane, a primal goddess who is trying to come back and seek revenge on those that locked her away in the first place. So we are dealing with trying to wake up a primal like mother goddess, the mother dragon, of which Callie is a follower. Callie and Primart are followers of.
Mm-hmm.
And so that will be a concern going forward. Part of that fractured goddess is what would be known as the Baba Yaga. And so that's what they're looking forward to dealing with on Lamina Island this week.
Yeah.
And it's the what do you call it? All of the opportunity for Cass, this arcane goddess, to enact her plan is going to be on the solstice, which is when the next 2 episodes are going to be taking place during that day. And then the other location of note is Cinderhaven, our home city that is currently under siege by a kingdom to the north called Kyros. There are floating battleships made of mystical airshale all over the place. There's a unrelated city made of airshale in the middle of the lake run by my people, the Goa. And we are preparing for an assault of some kind to deal with Kyros on the same day that we are dealing with the Lamina Island stuff. And so that's how things are going right now as we head into the finale.
Yep.
The
So we are literally
episode
splitting
last
the party.
week was titled "The Other Shoe." You learned the truth is what happened. At least what is the most likely and seems to explain everything truth. That, I believe, was the last episode.
Yeah, it was the main things that you can take from it, because I don't remember a lot of the details. We did more research and planning on what we were going to do. It was sort of figured that one of the main differences for our world and the other world that ours was connected to is that we sort of have their Feywild, kind of. They don't really have any influences from the Feywild, but this world has a lot. So that's why Lamina is the way it is with the Fey touch creatures like the Ferosh and the Chitin. There's screaming in my house. I don't know why. They've, through Fey deals and discussions and research and things, discovered that the person that is affecting the goddess that the other world has is fine, but is really corrupted in our world is probably Titania from the other world, going by the name of Hedwig. We don't know what she's doing. Probably trying to take Gaiana's place or something. We don't know. Something. Forgetting the details. Something about. I think we already knew the thing about the. Yeah, that was a different episode. Never mind. That was the main thing we took away from that. Mari also made a Fey deal to forget her good memories and feelings for her now deceased best friend, to get the help of a Fey creature to just wreak havoc on some people, make them block the influence of their god, the enemies. So hopefully shake their faith in the battle. And the other main thing is that we are level 20 now, because we were given books to read and study up until today.
You were given
and
books,
also
manuals and tomes that would allow you to get +2 to a stat over the last week. The books allowed you to advance in level and finish your training in certain areas, or at least advance it in certain areas over the last week. And then, like you said, the idea that the goddess Gaiana that exists in the other world is peaceful and wonderful, and the only thing you can figure that's different, the only thing that anyone seems to be able to figure that's different, is this person Hedwig, who you found out was Titania. Damn it, did it again. I caught myself that time.
Who was the person I made the Fey deal with?
Do you know how funny it would be if
from
someone
the
just
other world.
If someone just called Titania Tatiana all the time just to piss her off.
I did know a girl whose name was Tatiana, and I would accidentally call her Titania on accident.
That's awesome,
all the time.
Doing it that way is cool.
So the so you found out that the two realms overlap. When the shattering happened by the ancients, the Feywild was overlapping in both of these parallel dimensions, and the Feywild that it leaked onto Lamina Island was not the Feywild from this world, but the Feywild from the other world, and which means that all of the Feywild leaked in, all the energy, but nothing survived. At least very little survived, except for a few people here and there. The most powerful beings, Titania being one of them. But something happened. Obviously, Titania was not happy, and became corrupt, maybe, or bound to Guyana in some way. Now, Kaz, the original god that split into Guyana and all the pieces, obviously was trying to hide and was still trying to do all of this, but did it maybe in the other world too, but never created the shattering. The shattering didn't happen as intended. It only happened here. So the other world, the ancients are still around. They're a secluded group of hermits that live on Lavin Island alone and don't want any contact with anyone. They're thousands of, hundreds of generations more than what they were, but who knows what they're capable of? Who knows anything about them? Here, there are none. So the question becomes now,
around, as far as people
right? Yeah, but they might still be with the ancients, which is not necessarily a good thing. But that's it. Two different worlds on two different paths, different things are going to happen. Some are better, some are worse. But it also means that pretty much anything that Hedwig had told you could be misleading.
Sigh.
If you want to believe that aspect. Which right now it seems to be the most logical conclusion. So the question becomes, what do you do? Well, you still have to go and fight. But now you're fighting for something a little different. And Callie has a very difficult situation to deal with, having made an agreement with Hedwig.
Yep. I need to tell off my husband. I will tell off my husband, Russ, after a game, because I don't want him to kill me.
Did the egg hatch?
Did my egg hatch?
Roll percentile.
That is why I am here, to remind you that you are hatching a child.
I also forgot that I have my Pegasus back. Fuck.
25.
Nope.
Damn, I really wanted that
No
egg to
dragon
hatch.
baby for me today. Today.
Are you sure it's cold enough?
I think so.
It's,
It's pretty chilly down here.
yeah, it was pretty cold.
Alright, well, guess time for final preparations to be made, eh? Should we meet at the guild house?
Okay.
Or do we have one last drink at the beer forge?
I am going to have milk at either place. It is fine with me.
I could do beer forge.
Beer forge sounds good. Alright.
We can view Pinball, beardless and young, one last time.
Logan, I had a thing
for it.
that Sill's been doing, at least in Cinderhaven. Sill's going to be talking to her mother about potentially safekeeping what's left of the boulder of Airshell. Not
So
wanting it to be.
where are
in
you
her
talking to your mom
house.
when this happens?
Probably in the basement with the boulder. Like,
Okay.
probably just asking her to meet her at her home.
Sure. So you meet her there. She comes down and you say what?
Well, I was thinking of offering my workshop as a refuge for anyone still in the city, or if any resistance wanted to hole up here, I was gonna just dump all the statue scraps and stuff to make some barricades and things that they might need if they need to hide out here. But I don't want the air shell here when I do that, and I figured where else would be safer than with you. So I didn't know if maybe we could take it home.
Do you think that the city would be the safest place?
I would hope so. Am I missing something?
What are you concerned about?
I'm concerned about people pillaging the city on their way through and deciding that they're going to plant a little flag on what is going to be several of my children.
You think that this boulder, as large as it is going to be high on their list if air
I
shell
didn't
is what
think
they seek?
How are stores doing back in the city?
They're fine. And we still sit upon the largest piece of unrefined air shale that anyone has ever seen, and it is on display in the middle of the city. I don't know that putting your boulder in the center of that is going to protect it.
Oh. I guess. I still hesitate. I wanted to help more with... I have all this room, and I just felt like leaving the boulder here would be, just asking for trouble if I was gonna, let people use this space.
I understand. I am wondering how much space is actually needed. The army here seems small. There are a handful of civilians left.
I just wanted to offer it as an option. I wanted people to know that they could come here if they needed.
I have a feeling that when the battle starts, people will do whatever they need to do, whether they have permission or not. I'm not opposed to taking your boulder. I just want you to understand it may be no safer there.
Okay. I guess you're right. I'll leave it here.
Sorry, could you say that again?
Nope. That's all you get. So we'll give her mother a hug, though. Like, I won't say it again, but I'll give you a hug.
I'll be back later this evening.
Okay. I
understand that some of the army is being sent to Lemon Island. Will you be going?
I thought about it for a while. I strongly thought about it until you all showed up. And I think my place is here, and being able to protect both my homes is important. So I'm happy to stay here.
Our warriors are at your disposal. I'd like you to lead them.
Wow. They're like badass.
But we haven't been in a conflict in a very long time.
Oh.
We'll need guidance.
Okay.
They're
Just
not
for the
going to
record.
trust Owen, but they trust you.
Okay. I'll do my best, I guess. Wit and Allure might be better at strategizing than me, so they'll probably I'll ask them for help.
Every general needs their advisors.
That's a very big promotion.
I'll be back later this evening.
Okay.
I have work to do.
Do you? I would. If the boulder's not safer in the city of air, I take that to mean that it wouldn't make sense to ask Vaz to go there.
Oh, I'm already taking Vaz.
Oh,
And she
okay,
grins
good.
and walks out.
Okay. You gotta take Dub with you too.
If I must.
Yes.
So she goes and picks up Vaz and they head off.
Bye. So we'll like rush over and like
Vaz
give
is,
Vaz.
Vaz is they're coming back this evening to see you.
She'll still
They're
give
going
him a
off to do other
kiss
stuff.
on the forehead. Oh, the yarn.
Wow.
She has to pull the hat up to kiss his forehead and then puts it back.
He's like sitting there chewing on one of the balls. I like it.
Cutest mom and cutest child.
Oh my god. Yeah, she
Little,
lets them
little
go.
orcish Charlie Brown statue.
That's exactly what he looks like.
I love that description
I love
so much.
In a big overcoat. So yeah,
It
she'll
like goes down to his ankles, like just.
and he has little tennis shoes. Sorry, I did make him fucking ridiculously
You did.
adorable.
He is so cute.
So she'll let them go and I guess not knock over a bunch of her statues to make barricades if they needed them. This isn't a Les Mis situation. Yeah, she'll just get ready for the day and head to the Beer Forge as requested by the book.
Okay. I think there's something else in the book. Let me see when that was supposed to happen. Hold on.
Okay.
I just realized when you said that.
I love Vaz so much.
I do too. It's my godson, y'all. I'm so
Mhm.
proud of him.
Your Goa-san.
My godson.
It's like a parrot, though, Callie. If I die and you inherit him, he's gonna live for so long. It's not a blessing.
It's okay. It's okay. I will love him so much. Take very good care of my Goa-san.
He'll just keep going to different godparents. Like,
So when you open the book this morning, every one of you, inside it says, "To all of Pip's friends who can read this book, Pip would like to thank you all for all of the wonderful things you have accomplished together with Pip. We're going into battle tomorrow to fight for our homes, our loved ones, and for some of us, our very existence. Pip wants you to know that he will do everything he can to make sure that whatever is thrown at Pip is destroyed. It is possible that Pip will be destroyed in the process. It is a dangerous thing we go do. In case Pip is turned from his noodly glory into something more of a sticky pancake." That line before I said it. Pip would like to give you all his most secret recipe for Faroche friendship knots.
Still immediately closes the book.
Good luck. Gods be on our side.
That's adorable.
And there is a recipe.
Of course there is.
which is shareable.
Syl turns.
So I'm going to share it.
Awesome. Syl turns the page and proceeds to paint hearts in all different colors, just covers the page, and then writes her name in the corner and puts a little thumbprint, which doesn't mean anything. There's no lines here. It's just
just
an
a
oval.
just a smudge. Yeah, it's just an oval smudge.
Actually, no, she puts a big handprint on the page and then does the hearts everywhere, all on top of it and over it and stuff, and then signs her name. She doesn't really have a lot of words for everyone. Just love. Also, P.S. I'm a motherfucking general! Whee! I'm a general, wee! Damn it, I forgot.
Yes, I love it.
Anybody else have anything they do in the morning before getting together?
I had an idea of something that would have done over the last
Over the last
6
sometime.
days. Yeah. I don't know if you can hear anything that's going
We
on in the
can hear
background.
it.
Yeah, okay,
so first,
sorry.
Oshin vacuums upstairs.
Uh-huh. Got it.
Construction site. What are you building?
The real question is,
Um,
what's glitter building? That's the real
Oh.
problem.
I don't know. If someone else has something they wanted.
Anybody else have something?
I need to know what my milk is. It's a 6 today.
Milk.
Weirdly, chicken milk. Huh.
I don't
Ew.
think chicken milk's on it.
I am
Really
waiting.
come full circle.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
One of these days.
Horse.
Ooh.
It's horse milk.
That must be interesting.
This one, Ivy. I would not sell this one. This one is going to be just for me.
It's actually sweeter than cow's milk.
Apparently, it's good for eczema.
Okay. Not things I
Okay,
think
then.
I needed or wanted to know, but okay.
But we know now. I don't think I ever had prefaced this, but Saldana did have her baby Pegasus that she was reunited with whom she had named Dawn. She would have found some place that would have been very safe for her, like a stables that would be so far out of the conflict, hopefully, that she would be safe. And just spending as much time as she can between getting ready, reading the book that she can with her father at the moment.
I would say anywhere in the forest. It's outside of town. Prime Heart's estate or my estate.
Or even the Goblin Village.
That's a great idea. She
The,
probably
the little
trusted-
kids can play with it.
Yeah, I don't think she's a foul. She's still a fool. She's still a baby.
Little baby. Little children can play with it.
She'll leave it with Prime
You're a
Heart and
Jasper
Callie if they're
boy
okay with
boy.
it.
I didn't hear you, Larkwood.
Where are Jasper and the boys going? Are they staying out there in the hiding away in the fort?
Yeah, probably. It's the safest
So, yeah.
place.
So yeah, Lark would offer up that place.
She probably would keep her at the Goblin Village since Callie and Prime Heart are going to be busy the next day.
That's a way to put it.
That about it.
Ivy, can you save the sign? Build a wall around it.
Which sign, Lark? Your reserve sign?
Yes.
I'll take it with me and bring it back.
Thank you.
I'll pack it with the rest of the art, which she's already packing.
I would like a table when I come back, you know?
I don't know where mine is.
Mine's in the other room.
For all 16 of us.
You'll have it.
Primeheart would have been from dawn until meeting up. He would have been going to every place that he had built, done any kind of gardening, and he would have just been working at that, making sure that the gardens at the tea garden looked perfect. The gardens at the Brell estate, even though Mari is there, he still would have gone to the Brell shrine and worked on that. He would be dirty by the time he showed up at the Beer Forge.
Okay. As you walk in, Ivy looks at Primeheart and says, I know you've always been dirty-minded, but now you match the rest of it.
Well said. I haven't heard that before.
You should have gone down Moe's slide.
I didn't think about that.
We can stop by on the way, wherever we're going today.
Does anyone know that presto digitation thing?
Presto digitation.
Saldana, this is the only one I'm going to ask of you for now. Will you clean?
That's an uncomfortably intimate question to ask someone.
Mage hand sponge bath.
I mean, at least there's some distance there.
I have that spell too. I still don't like that.
Just the hands, the knees, and the boots. I'm fine.
That's SpongeBob's
otherwise.
cousin. Mage hand sponge bath.
Oh,
I think that's the new bot name. Instead of SpongeBob SmithPants. Mage hand sponge.
honestly, I don't think Saldana would have gotten the implications of that, but she's yeah, she'll just clean him up a bit with magic.
Thank you.
Callie went to her temple to kind of just look at it before leaving for Lamina and making sure that everything.
All of the people who would be there have left the town already, unfortunately, and none of the soldiers worship there.
I figured.
So it's empty right now, but you know that you do have people that are looking forward to returning. So there's comfort in that.
Yeah, she's more just looking around. She goes in and she had bought special robes for a special occasion, just when she was not higher level, because it's kind of a meta way of saying it, but she bought like high priestess robes that were kind of modeled after the Order of the Dragon Sentinel. And she goes and she puts them on just kind of as a, right, we're doing this. And grabs the Rod of Resurrection and just kind of takes one long last look at everything in there and touches part of the mural that Lark had drawn and painted, and just kind of sighs and nods and starts walking towards the beer forge.
Okay. What I was saying earlier was because of she was trying to help set up the nature temple for people to go to if they don't want to continue fighting or anything, just because it was already going to be a protected place anyway. They would have sometime over the last couple days, if it hadn't already been cast on the temple, cast Hollow on the area, because I can now cast 5th level spells.
It was a weird thing. That's a weird flex at this level.
Yeah.
You're 20th level. What are
finally...
you most proud of? I can cast 5th level spells.
Yes, I can. I'm very excited about that. Considering,
it's like, oh, you're a paladin. No, I'm not.
My card says barbarian. The fact that I can cast 5th level spells is pretty.
That's pretty actually impressive. Yeah, you're right. That's pretty good.
The effect is going to be that creatures that still follow the guy whose name I forget every single time, the guy who leader of Kyros, if they enter, they will be frightened, so that they can't really do much but leave.
Okay.
So
that's where now?
In the nature temple where they had been having like people were setting up protections there anyway. So if people want to leave, it's a big area. So and the hollowed area is sort of like where you first enter. Yeah, and it's people. Yeah, and it's designated people who follow the leader with the idea that if they are fleeing, they do not follow him anymore. But if they are just trying to get in, they still follow him. So, Hargrave. I don't remember his first name.
I know what you're talking about. How big is that area? Like, does it have an actual radius on it?
Radius of 60.
Okay, all right. Yeah, that's pretty big. That'll cover the property. Pretty close. So some other stuff that's going on around the town, I mean, that you may have seen this morning or may see later. Both Finku and GB have twins now. There are 2 Finkus and 2 GBs running around now. At some point today, they act just the same as their counterparts. There doesn't seem to be much difference at all, except that they acknowledge that they know they're temporary. They know they're not going to be around for very long.
That is a thought experiment and a half.
Yeah, but
fact,
they're a little more ignorant of life, maybe, but it's just hard to do in some of their cases. Both their cases.
They caught
It just sounds like Finku.
the 2 GBs.
They caught each other's tails.
They
Caught each other's tails.
tail.
Yeah, all right. Yeah. Good.
For the first time. It was yes.
He will forever be known as the first dog to do so.
And then just a continuous loop as they manage to hold on to said tail.
Gareth Burrows.
Nice.
I was just trying to
Gross.
figure out how to combine that in my.
Yeah,
in my head.
I was like, that's the best I can come up with on the fly. All right.
And the 2 Finkus have been seen stealing from each other.
Like
Testing each other's.
Or not seen stealing from each other.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you, stealing for each other. That's good.
Oh God, why can't I remember Finky's girlfriend? She must be having a fun time with that.
Daisy.
Daisy.
Mhm.
Ooh.
Daisy! She must love.
You know what? I don't think so. I think she's more very vehemently, violently protective of the right one.
Don't you
Very distrustful.
Don't you steal his identity. I see you, fake.
Don't put that voodoo over here.
Lefty. That's a deep. That's because
I got you.
right. Okay, I had to explain that one.
No, I got you. I got you, Michael. I got you. Saldana's just being her classic sense of existential dread self, just of everything. Of the whole
It can
weight.
be more than just existential. There can be all sorts of dread. Justifiable.
Oh, yeah. She has all sorts of dread. Saldana is the picture definition of dread. If you look up dread in the dictionary, the visual reference is Saldana.
Oh, weird. Yeah. Right there.
Look at that.
Yeah, now it's just us delaying the inevitable.
It's okay. Just take.
Let's go party.
I guess we're all at the beer.
Yep.
Yes.
The Milk Forge.
That doesn't sound good at all.
I know.
Me pulling that picture was the best thing to happen to you, wasn't it?
It was the greatest. Second, third. Lark looks around for Jastra.
It's in
It
the
was
top
a-
five.
Looking around for
It can be in
Jastra.
the top 5.
Like the hammer is going to be laid down. It was in the top 10 moments of my life. The best ones.
Don't tell my kind of sort of wife. I might marry her after this, maybe.
That's not a conversation Saldana wants to start. What are
I
your
know.
intentions with my mom?
Did you not get the invite?
Man.
Invite?
Exactly.
Wow. So the more or less calm before the storm.
Yeah.
You know, Lark, I heard Pip told me that they make beer sometimes out of lactose, which is from milk. So would that be a beer you'd be interested in?
It would be the first beer I've had. I don't know. Maybe
Well,
after
It
Try
takes
it
a
out
while to
next
get
time.
used to the taste.
maybe after the war we could
I'll see if I can find someone who makes it like that.
celebrate. It will be a celebration of my retirement from being a hero.
Yeah, all right. Seriously. Yeah, I was gonna say, how many gods do you need to overthrow for you to be like done? You're good.
Just the one for me, at least.
Mhm.
It's sort of odd to think about what to do after all this is done.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just exist, I guess. Or until some other crisis comes up, you know.
I mean, it's the world. There's always some kind of crisis that's going to be in some part of the...
There's always something.
But the point is, do we have to engage with it? How my mother asked me a question today, and I didn't think to ask everybody else. But if some people are going to Lamina and some people are going to Cinderhaven or staying here, where do y'all fall down on that?
I promised that if the city's not safe, I would go and live in the Feywild for the rest of my life, so I'm going to stay here to make sure. I trust Owen and you. I want to make sure that... Just make sure.
Sure. I mean, we don't have much to worry about what with 2 GBs running around now. I mean, they're pretty clutch. I mean, like, I think we're good.
Can they teach that to the kittens? The glitter and sparks.
How to multiply? I hope not.
Yes.
For the sake of their dads.
Well, to be fair, there are simpler ways to multiply, and GB chose the most roundabout way to do so.
This is true.
Honestly, go
Oh,
ahead.
go ahead.
Just rock, paper, scissors for it.
I need to go to Lamina.
Can you do me a favor?
Sure.
Do what you can for the Guardian. And let him know where we are.
I will.
I don't think that my people want to go back to a place that has such dark cultural memory for them. So
I understand completely. Yeah. I'm hoping that after all this, he'll be able to do as he wishes.
he seemed really lonely. I felt bad.
I know how he feels. He has a purpose, and I do too. I'm kind of on the fence whether to be here or there. I think I ought to be there.
Okay.
I was...
Primeheart, there's no wrong answer.
I know that. I hope maybe I'm going to ask GB or Finku if I can find them. If they can do that.
You'll find one of them, I'm
yeah,
sure.
if they can do that thing they did for themselves for me, so I can like maybe be here and also there.
Oh, God. I think it takes a while. You might have to talk to him quick.
Oh well. If not, oh well.
There was a part of me that wanted to stay here to take care of things, but the bigger fight is there, in Lamina. The greater danger, to me at least, is there. As much as I want to protect my home city, there's something bigger happening. And I want to be there to stop it.
Yeah.
Well, I'll try to make sure there's something to come back to when you're done saving the world.
Please do.
Yeah, there will be something. Can't promise that it'll look good, but There will be
It'll
something.
work. It'll be functional. It might just not look
Yeah.
right.
my
about
house
you,
will
Lark?
be fine.
I have not made up my mind. I need to go where I am needed the most.
That makes sense.
In either case, someone's going to make sure that you stay alive. To get back to your sons.
True.
Why haven't you made up your mind yet?
What?
Why haven't you made up your mind yet? Is that because of what happened about what we talked about, or
Yeah. Yeah. I
Okay.
mean,
did I not tell you that was solidified?
yeah, you did.
Oh, okay,
But not-
I just
it
want to make
hadn't
sure that I
happened in game,
I didn't
so,
screw something up.
um,
Okay.
Oh,
No.
Sheen, you found GB.
Yeah.
Unexpected imposter.
That's the snowy one.
That's BG.
That's BG.
BG.
Yeah.
There are
BG
two of them,
bad
it'd be the
girl.
Bee Gees.
She's trying to take my food.
There you go.
Aw.
Bad girl, that's great. Good boy, bad girl.
Oh my god. Oh, that's so
That's really
good. Fuck. I have to tell Andy. He has to know that's an option. He needs to awaken another dog.
Either way, Lark, if you're with me, I will die for you.
Can nobody die, please?
You
For fuck's
it
sake.
serves you. Syl stares at Lark and points. Serves you right. See?
It does not
See
feel
how
good.
that feels?
You're exactly.
Yeah.
But yes, I've been through this, and I got yelled at, and you were.
Oh, I'm
there
sorry.
are those that are willing to die for me now. I understand.
We're all in this together.
I'm currently leaning towards Lamina. I don't know how to get there.
I'm sure there's a way.
Right, there's a
When there's a
will.
will, there's...
Teleportation has been arranged. We just need to say the word.
Please tell me it involves a portal.
Yeah,
I will
probably.
be the first one through. Those are my favorite.
Just not a boat.
Don't worry, I'll make sure that there are protective wards prepared. So that way people won't die.
Let's give you a good send off and position a slide over the portal so you just slide down into the portal.
Oh, that's
Beautiful.
awesome.
I will let the goblins know that they have a new job.
Oh, 12 hours to build a slide. Yeah.
So, as you guys are talking and chatting, the door opens. Standing there, walking in as if nothing had ever been different, is Jason Momoa, basically.
Took me a second to realize you were talking about Alia because my brain
Yeah,
got really
right?
excited about
Right?
Jason Momoa. I was like, ooh, oh wait, it's Alia.
Who doesn't? Who
was
doesn't get
just
excited
all
about Jason Momoa?
How's it going, stranger?
Hello.
So,
a cowboy
uh,
just then.
He smiles and kind of gives you a little wave, and he walks over to Ivy.
I didn't hear cannon fire. Did you hear cannon fire?
Oh god, the pirates.
The pirates are here to help.
They
Yeah.
have. He looks over. They have been persuaded to help out.
Oh, good.
Oh, good.
Are those the sirens?
Yes.
Oh,
Well,
Good. I wasn't looking forward to having to swim across a bit of water to beat people.
You might anyway.
Okay.
Although we did just almost run into a little bit of an issue with the Birchfield. They're out there as well.
And
Well, it seems that the Sirens and the Birchfield have run into each other a few times.
Ah,
oh, I thought you were gonna say that the Birchfield were with Kira, and I was
that
like,
would be-
"God,
That can put a damper on things.
Well,
War makes strange bedfellows and all that.
And how about you, Sil? Any strange bedfellows?
Oh, very. We all sleep in a big pile.
When did we do that?
Lamina, what were you?
Oh, no. At my house.
Oh,
Yeah.
all
I was
right.
gonna say it's not much different at our house either.
Just
Aldeon gets a drink.
Just
We're in
for
hammocks.
warmth.
Just sits down.
Yeah. Mostly Dub, to be fair.
Mostly dubs in a pile.
He's in the middle because he's the
Ah.
space heater.
Got
And
it.
then you put a blanket over, and then he just warms the whole space out. And then we're all okay. We've gotten it down
Sounds
to a
like you
science.
need a dog or a bear.
Or a
We have
Feroce, but Pip's
all
not
of
always
those.
available.
we have a ferocious bear, in fact.
Oh, yes.
Mm.
Pip hasn't started mating with Foster, has he? Wait,
I don't think that is.
That's how that.
that would be a
Half
ferocious
fero-
bear.
Half a ferocious bear.
I don't want to think about that hybrid.
I think we'd have to wait. Never mind. We're gonna. move
We're
on
not
from
gonna
this.
pass that.
Um,
Yeah.
Anyway, after Owen
Foster puts his
made an
paw over
appearance-
his.
I'm embarrassed too, Foster. I'm sorry.
Embarrassed.
After Owen made his appearance on the ship, the Sirens decided to think again about their plan. And then they started to interrogate the crew. I had to step forward to
Hmm.
reveal myself. Luckily, punishment was light. I can usually talk my way out of a lot of things. He looks at Sildana and just kind of grins. Just some light spanking.
Callie's got a big grin.
Gabby's
Anyways,
smiling and laughing, but Sildana just has this utter confused look and just looks at the others like, what?
They agreed to see how things go.
Wow.
But Owen scared them. They won't admit it, but appearing and disappearing like that, half the crew thought he was some sort of phantom or spirit and thought we were
I told
person.
him he should have gone ooh when he shut up.
Owen does have a way to be quite intimidating at times, doesn't he?
It's the beard.
So let's say that things went well. I think I promised them
That-
that there are more riches to be had from helping than hurting. And worst case scenario, if everything falls, they'll probably not be the ones that Kiros goes after. They're going to want the city.
That's what I assumed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh, they're gonna have a lot to handle if they want that.
So he's sipping on his drink.
You saw the new centerpiece in the lake, right?
Yes, once I was able to start making contact, I've been keeping tabs. Tomorrow, evidently, is the day.
Indeed.
Yep.
We'll. I am sorry that this is where everything is led.
Not sure what you have to be
Feels
sorry
like
for.
we didn't really accomplish anything at all. Went from bad to worse. We had a few weeks of happiness, a few weeks of getting back on our feet, and I'm worried that this is just another step to the inevitable.
It is a step in the right direction.
Yeah, can't get much worse than this.
Taking out the king was supposed to be a step in the right direction.
Well, wait.
Who's to say we're not making another mistake here?
Ivy, could you fill Aldian's glass half full, please?
It's a
It
little
seems to be
low.
half empty. It's half empty. I need it half full.
Well, we made
She
that
comes over and just
decision
puts
with...
the bottle down next to you and walks away.
That's half full. We made that decision with the wrong information. We're protecting ourselves now.
We know we have the correct information, or at least enough for us to truly know that we're going on the right path for us.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, they actively want to hurt us out there. That's it. We're just defending ourselves.
And it wasn't a good thing necessarily, the thing with the king, but because of it, we've been able to fix a lot of problems. We've got new ones now, but there's always going to be new problems, so may as well fix what we can. And this is something that
We can't always expect our problems to just disappear after solving one.
Nope, the Batitudes do our best we can to destroy every problem we find.
I don't care what anyone else says. I like that name.
Me too.
That's
Cinder Rose is kind of like, whatever.
Hey,
No, there's
It's very
an elegance
elegant.
to it. I appreciate it. But when I'm in the arena, Batitude for life.
General Batitude now.
There you go.
Man, I gotta tell you though, I haven't seen the Vanguard in a very long time, but they're really badass. I'm very excited. Though I feel very ill-equipped to do anything remotely resembling leading them.
Take it
feel
from
like-
personal experience. You'll be fine.
I'll just point them at
So-
them and be like, go!
Yeah. Make sure you have your
Think
hat
about it.
on and everything will be okay.
They are fighters, right? They're warriors.
Yeah.
Don't think of
Yeah,
it
they
as
are.
leading them. Think of it as guiding them. That's all I did with you.
So I need to sing on a boat, you're saying?
It helps.
Okay.
well, nobody wants to hear that from me, that's for sure.
You have a beautiful voice. Don't even go there.
Primeheart, you could sing, though.
Sure can. Do you want me to go now?
It is up to you.
We rode after midnight to safety Porto.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Can't forget the bass.
It was really pivotal. I'm not making fun of you all day.
it was really good.
It was certainly impactful.
At least I hear it was. I wasn't there at the time, but you know, I hear good things.
It was an interesting situation to be witness and in the same present.
Well, Lark and I were kind of below all that instead of right there.
I got to go see it in person.
Yes, we were at the top floor.
All the nobles and Cell and Chibi and me.
I'm sure it was amazing.
It kind of sucked.
Yeah.
Whatever. We won, as we do.
And as we will.
Yeah, we got this.
Yep. Just putting the world back together. Easy as pie.
Like,
He said it
more than half of us have gods on our sides.
in one way or another.
Yeah.
GB
I
is
hope it's
a
enough.
god, so it's okay.
He's a backward god.
Huh.
Maybe that's something we need more of.
He puts his pants on 2 legs at a time.
All right.
So he wears pants on all 4 legs?
The age-old question.
Don't think about it too hard.
Okay, I
Would make
understand.
sense in the
Dogs wear the pants with all 4 legs, and then cats wear the pants with 2 legs.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Age-old question resolved finally.
Aldion, where will you be? Where will you be in all of this? Saldana would not have loved her.
Here. Doing whatever I can.
Have you gone back to Miss Vale? They were asking.
Have I gone back where?
Miss Vale under the city. They were asking about you.
I have not yet. I'm not sure I belong there anymore.
I see you're a pirate now.
Oh, yeah.
Who will you be leading?
Or guiding,
No,
as you say.
Whose light will you
no,
be?
not this time. Not this time. I'm just here to fight. I don't want the responsibility.
I don't blame you.
I don't know what's going on well enough. This one isn't my fight. I had my chance.
The most anything anyone can expect from any of us is just to do our best.
I wish I had done my best.
You did the best with what you knew.
I did my best with what I saw and what I wanted to see.
I mean, you did bring us all together. You can't fault yourself on that.
To kill an innocent man.
None of us knew he was until it was too late. None of us can be truly at fault for that.
Yeah. Yep. Sure.
Well, you don't
I know
have
I,
to
for one,
believe
can't
that.
blame you.
You don't have to believe that about yourself, but at least believe that we don't see you as to blame.
No.
So did you not hear that he had a backup plan for that? He was still alive. We found him and then he left.
I heard.
Is there anything you need us to do today?
Got a job for us?
I'm gonna ask you. I would just say, make sure that you're sure. Make sure that none of your prejudice are blinding you. Tell the people you love that you love them.
That's the plan.
Lark uses his sending stone at that moment to tell Jastra that he loves her. And then that's it.
Thank you for the raid, guys.
You're welcome, party. You're awesome. Well, I'm off. And he finishes his drink and stands.
Aldion, Syl offers him not a handshake, but like that whole thing where you like grasp each
The
other's
warrior shake.
forearms. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
been an honor.
He like pauses and looks at your hand for a moment, then he'll take it.
We'll all do our best tomorrow, and that's enough.
Yes.
Good luck.
Same to you, Aldion. And I'm sorry for how I behaved towards you when I returned.
Only when you were returning? Oh. He kind of grins.
Don't worry, we will see you again soon.
Maybe. And he turns and walks out.
Hate to see him go. Love to see him walk away.
That's my husband.
Then Primeheart and Callie both high five each other.
Pretty much. The How I Met Your Mother. That's love, bitch. High five.
So, what's there left to do? Have we spoken with people in Nabana, or is someone there doing that?
I think it depends on where we're teleporting in. Probably not too far from the circle, I think.
And we need to make the slide.
Yes, the slide.
That was a great idea.
I've already locked down the temple.
I was thinking for a while of trying to hide the boulder. I think it's just gonna have to stay where it is.
Is it hidden?
I rolled it into the closet, but you know, that is what it is.
Yeah, if you look closer, then no one can get through.
I
Except for
packed-
maybe Finku.
I backed up my plans though. All the paper, everything that was there, all the designs, I put it all back together into a big pack. I gave it to Vaz to hold on to for now.
That's good.
That way he doesn't have to feel so lonely. He can look at them when he wants to see his siblings.
That's a good idea, yeah.
That's my plan anyway, when we're all done. Is finish that. Make sure they all get a chance to be.
That is a wonderful plan.
I feel like Vaz would be very cross with me if I didn't. So
He's already connected to them. He knows how they're supposed to be.
that's gonna be so helpful. Let me tell you. He can be like, no, that nose isn't quite right. You should change that.
Ivy, come drink with us.
All right.
There's already a bottle. I mean, you left it here.
She reaches under the counter and pulls out a very different looking bottle, much nicer, and comes walking over.
Syl just quietly pounds the table.
Ivy, 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 Ivy.
She stops, like starts backing up towards the like away from
You never sit with us. It was
You're right,
I was
I don't.
happy. If I promise
I
to
don't sit
stop
with any of my.
cheering, I'll...
I don't sit with any of my patrons.
But do you
But
sit
with
with
your
But
friends.
I
There you go.
or your interior decorators.
No.
And Syl points at the painting of
it's in a box.
Or your patron
Oh,
heroes,
got
like
it.
your mother probably did. We are your patron
Yeah.
heroes.
I am not my mother.
This is just
And
it's
if you're
No.
gonna steal all... If you're gonna steal all of my lines, I'm definitely not drinking with you. And she comes over and sits down.
generation.
She pours a little of this. This. Let's find out
Oh
what it is.
boy.
So maybe only percent up.
Ooh my.
I'll do it.
I don't want to be responsible for whatever this is.
I will accept full responsibility for this because why the fuck?
I was gonna say Mike should do it. What is your daughter drinking?
I'm not doing snake venom today.
I
Are you
rolled a
kidding me?
94.
I would be delighted if it was, but That's just me.
It is a golden. Oh, this is so perfect. It is a golden brown drink. The label says Glavgalask across it, and it's very fancy. Anybody speak Orcish?
Hi.
Kelly, give me a history check.
The former half-orc. Hopefully she would know Orcish, or at least remember it.
17.
It sounds familiar, but you're not sure where. It's
Why do I
definitely
know
Orcish,
that?
but it's like ancient Orcish.
I know that from somewhere, but I can't.
I don't think
You say
Saldana would ever know.
Yeah.
It's not something you say in polite company. It's an old Orcish curse.
Ah. It's probably why I know it.
Oh wait, hold on. Maybe I still have my swear jar. Bet it says something like "fuck nugget" or "cock toboggan." Okay, sure. I open my swear jar, and coming out of it in halfling is "you pimple-docked cockwomp,"
Nice.
but in half.
That was beautiful.
I have no idea what that was.
It was melodious.
It
I think I heard Kurt say that one time.
You have never heard Kurt Bramble not say that, and if you have got to get him to say it in front of me.
What did it say?
She'll translate it for you.
I don't think he said that.
What is a womble?
I
Did he
don't know.
stub his toe just before that? Or pour hot tea on himself?
He probably burned himself. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a great host. Not a great.
She'll offer a little of this to anyone.
Oh yeah.
She has a shot glass.
Sure.
I will
I'm
wait
good.
till we are victorious.
Can't be the worst thing that we
Probably for the
could
best.
drink here.
Belly.
Oh, ballyhoo, yes.
Syl
Belly.
puts the lid on the swear jar and pops the swear jar back open, and it says in Dwarvish, "Piss wizard."
Oh, I understood that one.
That one is not that bad.
No.
I did not understand that one.
That was in
Good
Dwarvish?
wizard.
Yeah,
Yes, it was in
Saldana heard that one.
Oh wait, I
Yeah,
don't
the best
understand
one's
that
out.
anymore. I don't speak Dwarvish anymore. I lost the ability to.
Oh, you don't have the bell?
Because the bell. Oh
No,
Finally came into use, and I don't.
no! I am so happy that I was at least able to open this a couple more times before the end of the campaign.
Callie just
I have a spreadsheet, everybody.
Callie just gently clicks the shot glass with Ivy. Thank you for everything. And she'll take her shot.
And she'll take the shots, and anybody who wants one, pass
Sure.
around. Everybody, if you are not immune to being poisoned, give me a Constitution save.
I didn't
Syl
drink
just-
it.
Syl just downs it and goes, that wasn't that bad.
Saldana's
And
just
does not
watching
roll.
them drink.
It is very strong. It's like a
28.
kind of a bitter whiskey.
18.
12.
Fucking barbarians, man.
So on a successful save, that was 16s and ups. Who was that?
I got a 28, so I think
Yeah.
I'm good.
So you are merely poisoned for a minute.
Nearly poisoned.
Callie, roll me a d4.
Oh no.
Are you guys feeling okay?
It's okay. I have lesser restoration. It's okay. I'm
One.
ready.
Wow. Make
Callie,
the hero die.
Callie passes out.
Oh,
Oh,
dear.
no,
Oh, Saldana goes to Callie and she'll cast.
Ivy is dead laughing, just like it is the funniest thing in the world.
Oh dear. What happened?
She's fine.
Thanks, love.
yeah.
She's fine. She's just passed out.
He's just dying laughing.
She talks a big talk, but she's a
Well
lightweight.
All those body changes. How long? have I
Do you cast
passed
Lesser Restoration? 1 hour.
Yes.
You're out for 1 hour.
I was gonna say I could just use my staff because all the charges will if I use 2 charges, it'll recharge by tomorrow.
I also have lay on hands too. So
I'm gonna use Lesser Restoration because I don't think I'm gonna be doing much
Everybody
spell
starts
casting.
reaching for their stuff or laying hands on, and
I
one of you gets
restore
up
at
and
least
nodding over.
5 charges a day. I can do
with people laughing, I'm just gonna sit there. I'm not gonna actually do anything.
So
Saldana.
it kind of downgrades it. You kind of wake up. You feel very groggy. You're still poisoned for the 1 minute.
Holy
Uh,
hell, Ivy!
She's still laughing and chuckling. She takes your shot glass away.
Oh my! I don't think I would have lasted.
No.
Probably not.
So your New Year's, no.
Wasn't bad.
She'll put the cork back on.
Thank you.
All right, that's enough of that. 10 gold a shot.
Want me to pay you now or later?
Oh gosh.
Those were on the house.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, I guess Aldian had a good point. If those of us who are leaving should probably say love you to the folks that we want to.
I think that was applicable to any of us going into this final fight.
That
I
too.
would agree with that.
I already did it. It was in silent, but
What did you say, Lark? I missed it. Logan missed it.
I said that I already did it. That it was in silent because when I sent the sending. Did you miss the sending?
No, I got that.
Yeah.
What do you mean in silent, Lark?
With the stone.
Sending
Jastra
stone.
has a sending stone.
You
That's what I'm
sent
told it
a
is.
sending to Jastra to say goodbye. That
No,
you
I
might be
just-
leaving for Lemon Island.
No, just to tell her that I loved her. That I'm going to say goodbye.
In a moment.
Oh, all right.
Are you kidding? She'd kick his ass from here
Definitely.
next Tuesday.
That's what I was going to warn him about.
I'm kind of, not really, but kind of secretly afraid. In a loving way.
You should.
I'd have a different
loves
word for
being afraid
that. Oh, I'd have a different word for that personally, but that's my experience.
It's just the effect that Shah's on people.
Hey, Ivy, can I convince you to run away with me
Yes.
one last time? Kelly kind of just jokes.
Why?
I don't know. Seemed like my joking way of saying, hey, I love your face. And I'll see it when I get back.
Maybe, if I'm still here.
Better still be here.
I'm tired of the bar life.
Where would you head off to?
Well, I'll buy a farm somewhere. Raise goats.
Sounds like a good plan.
Maybe get a dog. Or a
His
cat.
history repeats itself, so to speak.
It runs in the family. It's in the blood.
You decide you want to raise chickens. I've got a couple hundred.
God, why would I want to raise chickens? Gross, stinky mess, and food comes out their butt.
We have a cow.
Cow I might raise until it's ready to be meat.
This one's ready to be meat. I just love it too much to do anything with it.
That's because you named it.
And it
Yeah.
supplies milk too, so
That's true.
Nothing
Oh,
wrong
does
with
it?
that.
yes, he does.
Maybe something wrong with that.
Prime Heart and Kelly both are like, nope.
Well, that's taken care of. What next? What else do we need to do?
Is there any reason to not?
Ivy looks Sildana, turns and looks Sildana right in the eyes. Talk to your mother.
What?
And turns and walks away.
Syl just quietly leans back in her seat, like, not saying anything.
She gets back over here from across the bar. That's what happens when you ask stupid questions.
You get stupid answers.
Our conversations never go very well, do they?
Yeah, so Donna, I know you got 2 dads, but you only have the one mom. So it might be worth clearing the air just a little bit before all this goes down. 3 dads?
Not yet.
Don't, no,
Yes.
don't, no.
Polly Bugbear.
No,
No.
Lark.
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 Oh. I was.
What?
I am
Dad.
still down for Polly Bugbear.
I love
You got
that.
really
to
loud
hear,
tests.
One
but
biological dad, 2 step.
maybe more
You got really
stepdads,
loud.
apparently.
All the stepdads.
Third time I've had to turn you down. I don't know what's
Sorry.
going
So
on.
weird.
It's okay. But you're super quiet when you talk quiet, and you get really loud. It's like there's no. You're not being louder than normal. It's just I don't know what your mic is picking up weird.
I'm sorry.
Technology.
Mm-hmm.
Saldana just
Um,
kind of like heaves a heavy sigh. Fucking hell. I do.
mhm.
Might make sense.
Yeah, just a little.
Better to not have anything that you might regret.
I'm not there.
There you go.
All right. We'll talk to her. I'll talk to her.
We could do something else before if you want to just give yourself time to prepare. I don't know what else you would do, but we could do something else.
The longer I wait, the harder it's going to be.
Okay.
It's true.
Yeah.
Sildana, if it helps, one of the conversations that we had was on where I should go was to go and help protect you. This Witch Astra. She loves you very much. She wants you home safe. I'm sorry, I don't think that helped at all.
I don't know. Because there's this part of me that wants to believe everything that's said about her. Like, I know she has changed. I know that having the boys has changed her, but I still have that century of just fear and hate and anger towards her. It's not something that can go away with just less than a year. It's not something I can just leave.
From what I know, she's not asking you to leave it. But it's not going to get any better unless you take the first steps forward and have the conversation.
All right.
I mean, yeah. You can throw stuff at each other. As long as it's not pointed. There's not much pointed stuff left in the house. The kids, they fall onto everything. So. Everything's rounded.
Well, let's go then, I guess, if you're all alright with that.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Whatever you need.
Oh, that's a question I ask myself every fucking day. Sultana will get ready to head out the door.
All right.
Bring the Pegasus so that it can stay there.
I think she would have already brought
In
her
the-
over because it's been a
It is
week.
in the Goblin Village, yes. Okay.
Primeheart drops a bag of 1,000 gold on the bar for Ivy. Just for the farm.
Damn it,
She seems
beat me to
unfazed.
it.
Callie, there's room for a second bag right beside it there if you want.
There is. There is. I also need to buy diamonds to keep your asses alive. So
Oh, same. I think we all will need to stock up after this.
Oh, I need to buy so many. You're all taking off to Lam, and it's just going to be me.
I'm all ready to go. I mean, I already did this a while ago. You guys are bad at preparing.
I've had these for a while.
I was ready to die months ago.
I don't like that.
No.
I hope you survive, Primeheart, so that I too can punch you in the face.
Please do.
For trying to die for me, yes. I will. It is coming.
Don't tell me that. Then I'll expect it.
Don't let him expect it, because then he's really dodgy.
my husband, the Salt King.
Is that what they call me?
No, I'm just teasing you.
Goodbye, Ivy. We'll see you later.
I'm sure you will.
Bye.
Thank you for everything.
And she waves at you as if tomorrow's just gonna be another day and she's gonna see you again. She's cleaning the bar, putting bottles in order. Nothing's changing as you leave the bar. As you leave, Ivy walks over to the table, her eyes on that 1,000 gold sitting there. Picks up the glasses, sticks them in a tray, picks up the reserve sign, drops the glasses off, walks over and sits down next to the last box she's packing, and just stares at the sign for a few minutes. You guys continue to walk along through an empty city. Every store is closed. The damage that's been done has been cordoned off. The fence is falling apart around the crack, which is larger than ever. The runes dozens of runes throughout the city are starting to appear, runes that were placed there by the priestess. The attempt to dispel them fails. They've taken root. They are a part of the landscape. Whatever ritual she was conducting, she finished.
Do you want to say goodbye to Kurt, Primeheart?
I already did. Just left him 1,000 gold and the roses.
Jesus.
Well, I didn't realize that you had.
Maybe I didn't then.
All right. How about you didn't then?
Okay.
All right. Well, that's going to shift what I do first. So while you're walking past the tea garden, Kurt is boarding up the windows, the last of the windows, and he's got all the planters on carts, so he can take them to a safe location to be watched by top men. And he sees you guys walking past, leaving the beer forge. He kind of nods, stops, and
Sir?
puts his hammer down, comes over to Primeheart, just gives him a hug.
Hey, little buddy.
How are you?
I'm scared. But, you know, it's gonna be okay. We got this. You know, I really appreciate you giving me that job about a year ago.
Best gardener I've ever had.
Hopefully not the last. Take care of them.
He nods and he looks back and his wife is inside. Janet? Was it Janet? Clara?
Clara.
Whatever. And Clara smiles and sees you and kind of waves and comes to give you a big hug. Thank you for everything, Primeheart.
Thank you as well. And in Draconic, he'll say to her, please take care of him. He's meant a lot to me.
Of course I will. And I'll cherish these 3 lines I've had in the entire campaign.
You've been pivotal.
I will lie, I didn't even know that he had a wife until just this episode.
Damn it.
She was a Dragonborn.
Mm-hmm. The Dockmaster.
I had no idea she was a Dragonborn.
I had no idea she even
I
existed.
forgot she was a
Wait,
dragon.
she had
born.
a
You said
job?
Draconic. I'm like, oh yeah.
Yeah, she was the
I
the
forgot
Dockmaster.
I forgot she existed.
That's right. No,
Sad.
she
I don't
had other lines. That's right.
I don't think I ever
Dockmaster.
Oh my
I was
God.
imagining
A
a
sad
halfling this whole
casualty
time, like
of
an
the side of our
actual
cast.
like halfling.
This is the episode where we rediscover a lot of NPCs. Some of us totally forgot.
I can imagine often that that there's gentle ribbing about her being with Kurt, and she goes, "What can I say? I like short guys." And Kurt looks over to her and says, "Would you please go and get that thing?" And she nods and she runs off. I have spoke with Bula. And he told me some of your exploits, things I didn't know about you. Some of them a little scary.
Which ones?
He says that there's a spell, your favorite spell. Spiritual something or other.
Oh, sure.
He says you use it in every battle that he's ever seen you in. I asked him if there was something we could give you to help in the coming battle, and he tracked this down for me, helped me purchase it. And she comes out and she has just a bundle of corn husks, like you might buy to make tamales. Don't let Pip near them. She hands them to you.
Thank you.
Use them, all of them, as a component when you cast the spell when you need it most. Against an onslaught, he said. A large number of your enemies. He said that you could talk to someone to understand what it does exactly.
Sure.
You might know yourself, but it's evidently very powerful. Oh, and he said the command word was, you have to include the semantic component, wish it to the cornfield, Anthony. Don't know what that means.
Fuck you.
Okay. Wish it to the cornfield, Anthony.
Yeah, I think some sort of saint. Saint Anthony. Young saint. Childlike, very cherub demeanor.
Hope to meet them someday. That sounds cool. Thank you.
He's like, no, you don't want to.
Do.
So I don't forget, I will tell you what it does now as you guys are leaving. The cornfield. Use this corn husk as a spell component to cast Spiritual Guardians, and the spell transforms to a huge 300-foot radius field, springing up cornfield around the caster, affecting anyone they desire. It lasts for 1 round, and if whoever has, and there's a save, the save will downgrade each of these by 1. If they have 30 hit points or less, they are instantly disintegrated. If they have 31 to 50 hit points, they drop to 0 and are stable. If they have 51 to 70 hit points, they are frightened as turn undead and must flee. The save, as I said, downgrades each one of those by 1 step. It is a Constitution-based save. No, it's whatever the spell is currently. I don't remember what the spell is for the save currently. The only other thing on there besides the Wish of the Cornfield Anthony is that if they have 10 hit points or less, they get no save.
Okay.
And you can use Arcana to learn about how that affects it and what it does, so you'll understand it. Or at least ask somebody to help you understand it.
Yeah, I don't understand Arcana. I got a 0.
I do. I have a 15 in Arcana.
So it lasts 1 round, but it does all that.
1 round. It's like a very powerful divine word, or what's it called? Divine word, holy word, whatever it's called.
Yeah, divine word.
Divine word. Yeah.
Thank you.
Spiritual Guardian Bomb.
Basically. All right, Resin.
Bye, Resin.
Thanks for being here. We're on VOD. You can watch the rest of it then.
Yep.
There's money in the roses. Don't forget that.
I found it.
Okay, good. I want someone else to find it or whatever.
Thank you.
Take care of yourself.
You too. And he gives you another hug. We'll see you when you're done.
You will.
And your job will be here if you want it.
Perfect. I'll be here. You're welcome.
Callie stays behind for a minute as Primeheart moves off and just reaches out and gives Kurt's hand a little squeeze. Thank you.
Of course.
She casts Druidcraft to make one of the flowers bloom. Would have done it a couple times to make some of the flowers and the different plants bloom before leaving. While they were talking.
Okay. All right. So you just made their plants heavier, right? Is that basically what I'm getting while they're trying to move these planters? Just check.
Just made the flowers bloom. Like, I don't know if
Okay.
the flowers opening would make it heavier. I don't think that's how that works, but
No. You did. There would be plant growth to do that. So. All right, then you guys head out of town. Yeah. A short walk later, well, not a short walk, but a decent walk later, and you are in the Green Iron Village. Mayor Lark. Population.
He's a gubernatorial goblin.
More than 4, because all the children have been moved out there for the Afra's foster care.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's true. I forgot about that. So yeah, you got quite a few people. All right.
Well,
I have taught them all of the games. They're having a great time here, Callie.
Perfect.
So the kids are the foster kids are playing around. You guess Jastra's upstairs. What do you do?
Callie's gonna go off to where the foster kids are and ask her to give Saldana some space.
Oh, dear gods. All right.
I'm going to go up and get the two boys and step away, I guess.
I was hold one.
It's Wiggly.
It's Wiggly.
Oh,
baby.
yeah.
Wiggly baby.
These are wiggly.
Oh, Wiggly babies. So you head on upstairs by yourself, I assume?
I went up to go get the kids, and then I'm gonna bring them back down.
All right,
And
but
one
Jastra's up there, so
Oshin.
you're gonna run into Jastra while you're up there.
Mhm.
So you go up there, you head in, and Jastra's just kind of sitting and singing to the children. What do you say? What do you do? Or do you just walk in, pick them up, and leave?
This one's mine.
Um,
Bye.
Is Saldana hanging back?
Yeah, she's bracing herself. She's having a bit of a moment.
I imagine she's like behind the threshold of one of the room doors.
Okay, so you came up, but you didn't go into the room.
Yeah, she's just kind of preparing herself.
Are you trying to be stealthy?
I'm not. I make a ton of noise, so
I know you do.
No.
Okay.
No, she's not trying to be stealthy. She's still hanging back, though, when Lark goes.
Lark comes to the room. She jumps up and gives Lark a big hug and a kiss, and then like kind of pounces on Foster and like, "You big slobbery mess, you!" and just give you big scritches and stuff.
You playing Foster is one of the best things about this campaign, Mike.
Having conversations with Foster, as Foster.
Hmm? Do you mind if I take Vasana and Berwin for a little bit? Oshin's downstairs and wanted to hold one.
She's downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
And who's in the other room?
And Syl and Brimehart and Callie. They are all here.
Oh, they're here in the other room.
No, they're all downstairs.
So who's in the other room?
Oh, you're asking who's in the other room.
Yes.
It is not Foster.
Right.
Foster is right there, and
I see Foster.
Dermot's.
So Donna on the other side is just like, oh my god. Seldon, and then so she's just gonna kind of open the door.
What is your question?
It's been answered. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, no, thank you. I didn't want to answer that.
I know you didn't. And she gives you a hug. It's gonna be okay.
Mm-hmm.
I promise. She kind of looks at Sildana, kind of whispers, take Foster just in case.
So you'll take the two boys and head down the slide this time to get down to the bottom.
Okay.
You said Foster was staying up there?
No, she said take Foster too.
Okay, so I quickly get out of the way so that he doesn't land on top of me.
Okay.
And Ocean, you'll have Vasana. He's the Wiggly.
Ocean raised awakened kittens, so I don't think Wiggly is a problem.
And babies don't have sharp claws either.
Babies don't have scruff
got-
either.
Or
though,
teeth.
so.
Well, he's got the pointed ears. He's the more elfish one.
She turns and starts to straighten the kids' beds up a little bit. Surprised you're here.
So am I, honestly.
So who yelled at you? She just smiles a little.
Ivy did, actually. She gave me quite a look.
She can be very persuasive. Much like her mother.
I guess the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, huh?
I certainly hope it does.
I honestly have no idea. I don't know how other people do this sort of thing.
Better than we do. Last time you were here, I've been playing that scene over my head again and again, and I don't know what went wrong. I thought I was being respectful and giving you space. You seemed to take offense to it, and then I got upset and angry because I was really trying. I realized I have no right to be upset at you, ever. So Donna, you just tell me what you want. If you never want to speak to me again, we don't ever have to speak again. I cannot fix the past. I can only apologize for it so many times, but I will continue to if that's what you want, if that's what you need. All I can try to do is be a better person going forward. I hurt you. I didn't know how to be anything but what I was. People change. So you just need to tell me what you want. 'Cause that's all I want for you. It's what's going to make you happy, what's going to make you feel safe in a way that I never could.
I don't know how I can be. I don't know. I don't know. With everything that happened the last few months, the last 100 years, I don't know what real happiness even is, honestly. You know, I just mimic it, really. I just see what my friends do, what they laugh at. I try to laugh at sometimes. I know that they care about me, and I do care about a lot of them to an extent. Something just always feels off for me. I don't know why. It's like I can never achieve what it is that they have. And I don't know if that's something that I can fix, or that you can fix. I don't know. I don't know how to feel anything other than fear and anger, or any other sort of thing like that. It's all I've been familiar with.
I knew I was a bad mother. I didn't realize I was that bad. I would suggest, if you can, think of your father. Think about the feelings you have with him. Think about the connection you have with him. It's always stronger. You would laugh. You would cry. You would be yourself with him. Seek out people and moments that make you feel like that. And cut all else out of your life. At least for a while. Until you know how to feel happy.
I won't lie. There's still this part of me that wants to absolutely be disgusted and hate you.
And I would deserve it. And I wouldn't blame you. And I know me agreeing with you doesn't make it any easier. I'm not trying to manipulate you. I'm not trying to change your mind. I don't want to. If it's easier for you to hate me, then hate me. If that's going to help you heal, then hate me.
If I do that, I won't ever get to enjoy my brothers, though. Which I would like to do, and I would like to see them grow up with a good mother. And a good father. An excellent father, I should say.
The best. Will you be with him? On Lamina?
Yes. That's where the greater battle is to me.
If he even comes close to sacrificing himself.
Oh, I won't allow him to.
I understand, but you're going to tell me too, right?
Yes.
Good. I'll have several people checking up on him.
Trust me, most of us already will.
Those boys, those children, sorry, not just you boys. Those children, my children, they need their mother and their father and their sister. They're much older, sister.
It would take a few decades.
They're going to need you. They're going to want you in their lives. I want that too. And I hope that even though you would be right, and you have the right to, I would hope that you wouldn't say too many negative things about me.
Not to them. That I would never do.
Look at that. We made it through a conversation without fighting. I think that's a step in a good direction.
It's a start, at least. I don't know what's going to happen there, and I can't guarantee everything. I can guarantee his life. I can tell you that right now.
Had a lot of people say that. Strange that the man who wanted to sacrifice himself for everyone is the one everyone is willing to sacrifice themselves for.
I don't know how long it will take me. I don't know if I will ever fully forgive you. I won't lie about that. But we can at least reach a point where I can tolerate being around you.
Just what every mother wants to hear. I hope in time you might even enjoy it. Even if you still aren't fond of me. Even if you can't do it while talking with me or interacting with me, I would love to see you happy with them. You deserve happiness, Sildana. She kind of stands up and straightens her dress a little bit. She'll go downstairs.
Yes, sure.
And she'll go downstairs with you. She comes out and sees everyone else, and she comes over and gives out hugs and smiles and words of comfort as best as she can. She goes over and plays with her children a little.
Syl just is flabbergasted at
why would you have children like this? Like they don't do anything. They're just there. Like, what is the advantage to this?
Welcome to being flesh and blood. So,
Hey, giraffes can walk the moment they get born. So can horses.
Barely.
Syl puts a finger at one of the kids and goes,
You are very cute, but you are very suboptimal.
Grabs on Zill's finger and tries to stick it in his mouth.
You have given him his first nickname. Thank you.
Suboptimal.
Suboptimal.
No.
I don't like that.
That's not one that he's ever going to be called to his face. Or probably, hopefully ever, but at least not to his face.
Right.
As you guys are sitting around for 20, 30 minutes, a very small-ish carriage, a cart, starts coming up the road. 3 goblins sitting on it, being led by 2 mules. And they just clippity clop up with the cart. It is Boss. It is Tinker. And it is Patsy.
Hey guys.
Oh, hey, how's it going?
It's going.
Hey, is Lark around here somewhere? I'm looking for Lark.
I
Tall guy, kind of paint on his face.
I'm like right here.
Oh, there you are. Sorry, you're so tall up that I couldn't see you. It was really just throwing me
I'm
off.
like a tree.
Hey, so we took that armor of yours and we figured it out and we made some improvements. Your wife helped us out a little.
She's very helpful.
Oh yeah, she's really good. She helped us out with the colors.
Is it no longer white?
Yeah, well, it's still a little white, but there's like, well, take a look. And he pulls back the canvas that was covering up the cart, and inside of it is this, what used to be this gorgeous, beautiful white armor that had all these embellishments and things, now has these large splashes of paint as if it was shot by paintballs all over it in dozens and dozens of different colors, just completely covering it.
Oh, Jester, you are very good.
The ones on the helmet match Lark's patterns of his face.
yes.
That's amazing.
This is so awesome.
I love it.
Yeah, we also fixed it up for you. Yeah, evidently there was some features there that, I don't think they did a very good job over there on their side of the wall. This is, they didn't have the experience they have over here. We've gotten a couple of Nocturne pieces ourselves, and we know what they can do. This suit didn't even fly before. It does now, so don't worry about that.
Oh shit!
We tweaked up the weapon a little bit. We're pretty sure that it can now do exactly what Donovan's can do, but it's got a little bit of a kick, so be careful. You might hurt yourself a little. You don't have you're not undead like Donovan probably is now. You might even be a lich.
I have not even died, no.
So just be careful what you're pointing it at, because you're probably going to take out half a city block when you shoot it.
Half an island block.
Whatever.
I just like to say you're buried.
We really appreciate that.
Do I have to say something about Tony in a field with diamonds?
No, Tony in the field with diamonds is a completely different thing.
Oh, okay. Because Primarch.
Boss?
Yeah, yes, the statue whom I totally know.
Yeah, you do. We've met multiple times. You kind of buried the lead there. What was that about Donovan being a lich?
Hello, Syl needing to stay in the.
We've been doing a little bit of research, and we're pretty sure that Donovan is some sort of lich now, and that's how he can use the armor without really hurting himself. I think it has something to do with being friends with this new priestess that's been around. Yeah,
fucking
you guys haven't been
fools.
briefed on all of this. I mean, I can't imagine that we've been hearing.
No. None of
I
that
had-
seems surprising.
I had suspicions.
We weren't
that-
told, but
They're
There
also
was
both
definitely
working with
suspicion.
Kyros now.
Oh,
Oh,
lovely.
we figured that. We figured that.
or that one we knew.
quickly.
So what was that
All
you
right,
said,
good. So you're
Saldana,
all
about Lamina being the
Oh,
worst
really?
fight right now?
I would really need to pass on the information. Like, I'm sure that he's been told all of this. He just, I know he's busy and all, but he could write it down in the book or something.
Yeah, it's
True.
kind of ridiculous. So anyway,
Callie just walked out. Callie's like, nope, I'm not fighting that.
anyway, we also this paint here is very special. It costs a buttload, but we mixed it with some adamantine. It now also works like adamantine armor.
Oh,
Because
that's
that's what I got now.
wow.
Right.
You
So
knew
yeah,
that.
I knew you weren't going to want to give that. So you can give that up and give that to somebody else if you need to.
I was gonna try to fit that on over this.
Oh, no.
That wasn't going to work very well.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah. Well,
Wow,
thank
boss, you guys just really outdid yourself. This is so good. Like both functional and aesthetically.
Yeah, we try to go for both every time we do anything.
Hey,
Sometimes we
boss.
don't make it.
Hey,
But you
boss.
try your best
Hey, boss.
sometimes.
Like the whisk powered speedboat. That didn't work very well. Yes, Lark.
Hey, boss.
Yes.
You know what time it is?
A tool time? I know nothing.
It's time for a hug.
Oh crap.
hmm
Where the hell is Hugger when I need him?
I don't see him.
No, but Buffer's over there if you need him.
Fluffer's over there? No, I don't think he's here.
Buffer.
Oh, Buffer.
What?
Buffer would be human meat shieldy.
Everybody.
Fodder. We call him
Boss.
fodder. Yeah, all right.
Oh, no,
everybody,
fodder's
hug.
All right, here we come. Coming in. Oh boy. All right.
Pretend somebody pulled a lever. There's no lever here, but just.
There's yes, those levers. That's really yes. Somebody usually when I get a hug, I want them to pull my lever, but that's okay. We can stop here. Just the hug for today.
Callie will be right back.
I'm very flattered, but Callie is not quite my type. A little too tall for me.
Can I put the armor on now?
Yeah, absolutely. It's all yours. You can take it and do whatever you want. I appreciate you giving us a chance to look around.
Does it have instructions?
You point the arm at something, and then you concentrate really hard. I know it's going to be tough for you. It's okay. We dumbed it down a little, and it's going to take a couple seconds for it to charge up. So you're going to have to concentrate for like a while, and then, like I said, make sure you're not pointing at anything that you don't want to totally 120% obliterate. Like
All
seriously, for like 100 feet in front of you. Seriously. Like 15 feet wide, 15 feet tall, 100 feet in front of you. You will
Some of us
literally
saw-
destroy everything.
Some of us are very well aware of the destructive powers of that beam. Some of us were almost decimated by that beam.
Yeah, some of us.
Anti-magic field.
Some of us just got our.
He's gonna put it on, and if he can, and he's gonna reach into his bag after he gets it on.
Yeah.
Put his backpack back
Seriously,
on and
though,
Dermot.
Like
sits on it.
it, only use it when you absolutely positively must destroy every motherfucker in the room.
I'm not even gonna point it. Nope. I'm going to fly though.
Yeah, that's fine. You go for it. You shouldn't have any problems. It should be just always on. I
Let's
think,
fly.
I think you do it for like 3 hours a day or 4 hours a day or something. So you should be pretty good.
Wow.
Foster, come here. I have something for you. He pulls out a pair of boots that have been resized. And they have little wings on the side. And he puts 2 boots onto Foster.
Now, Foster, you have to
Oh
stand there
my
for an
God.
hour to attune to these.
Okay, which legs does Foster wear boots on? This is
The
the new
left.
Discord.
The left front and the right back.
Oh my
Otherwise, you're
god.
unbalanced.
Why didn't you get 2 pairs of those boots?
I'm just getting flashbacks from the first Iron Man movie, practicing the jets.
In 1 hour, we're
I
both
can-
gonna fly. Your dream.
Real hard, Foster.
That's going to be very interesting. Oh God, that's going to be very interesting to try and see. Poor Foster.
He starts jumping for like
Now you can give
an hour.
bear flights, not just bear ride.
Mhm. He just tells me every day he wishes he could fly, and now he can.
Awesome.
I love the paint.
It's real good, guys.
It's very fitting.
Very aesthetically
Yes.
pleasing.
It's perfect.
Sorry
So-
about the lich.
Yeah, we'll do our.
Patsy pops up. Hey, boss, can I give him the thing? Like, I really wish you wouldn't. No, I'm gonna do it. So we found some extra parts from your armor, and I made something for Foster. This'll do, just in case anything bad ever happens, and like if he gets really frustrated or angry. Like, I've seen, I've heard like some of the battle reports. He misses a lot, that I just want to help him out a little bit.
He is the biggest baditude of them all.
But I also heard that he like kills a lot of things he's not supposed to.
Occasionally.
But I can't help it.
Occasionally. Yeah.
Anyway, I got him these. And he pulls out this sort of wire curved strap, and coming off of it are these weird springs with little tiny arcane spheres on top of them.
Is it a hat?
Yes, it's actually a hat. So he goes over and he puts it on top of Foster, and he won't feel it. It's magical. And Foster has Dealy Bobbers now.
Oh my god. That's it.
I
They're
love
just aesthetic.
Functional and aesthetic. So basically, anytime he misses and gets real frustrated, they will hurt his enemy.
He'll like that. Foster, you have been given balls of determination. Use them wisely.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
No, don't kill the friendly people, right? Mm-hmm.
Goodness gracious, balls of determination.
Your name is so much better than anything I had tried to come up with. Okay.
I was hoping you were going to say balls of steel, but then I remembered they're not made of steel.
So as a meta, Foster basically anytime he misses all of his attacks in a single round of combat, the Dealy Boppers will each cast a level 1 magic missile at the enemy. That can happen 3 times a day before it needs to recharge.
Cool.
So it'll be 2 level 1 magic missiles if he misses all of his other attacks and gets frustrated.
Awesome.
Do you want the stats on your armor now, Lark?
You can send it later. It's fine.
Okay, I didn't know if you want to share it with everyone or not.
You can, yeah, if you want it. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I can send it to you later as well. So, Lark, your armor it's a +3 adamantine full plate. So it's a no crit hit you ever. Let me double check and make sure that I didn't miss anything. You can fly in it up to 3 hours a day. Hold on.
That's new. I didn't know about that.
It didn't do it before. +3 adamantine plus flight. What else did I say? You have the weapon on it. And
Takes a round. I have to charge it.
yes, you have to. It spends 1 action for 1 round, and then the next turn as an action you can cast it. Has to be done in sequence. If you stop for a round, you have to start over again. But then it does 40d6 plus 40 damage, force damage.
I'm sorry, did you say 40 D6?
40d6 plus 40 force damage.
Guys, if you had looked in the dice roller
Somewhere
earlier,
around 100, 200.
Yeah, saw that.
average damage.
So that's what that is. I was scared of
Holy fuck.
Those don't have the plus 40 on them. There is a drawback, which we'll talk about the first time you use it. It has a kick. And then plus 3 adamant. What was your armor before was plus 3 adamantine, right?
no, it was only a +1. Or
Okay.
2. Yeah, it was
+3
adamant. It was yeah.
Uh,
It was splint plus +1.
So, let's see here. So it also makes you resistant to all physical damage, even from a magical source. So any bashing or bludgeoning, piercing, or otherwise slashing, even if it's from a magical source.
Nice.
I'm already
You have
resistant to
already.
magic because of the
You're
aura.
resistant to magic, but not if it's a magical. If it counts as magic as an attack, a physical attack, just from like a magic weapon, that would not get
Gotcha.
resistance. So you have resistance
Right.
to that.
Jasper probably had something to do with that. I think.
Probably. All right. Oh, we're running out of time. Okay, so where are we going next? Oh, just before you leave, Saldana, your mom pulls you aside. After spending a couple of hours around and just kind of enjoying the children, lots of children, and your brothers, and she kind of stepped back a little bit, let you kind of interact with them without her around. You didn't even see her for a little while. You get the feeling that there were a few people that were responsible, paying attention, but you don't think that would be different with anybody. You think that she's always going to have two eyes on her children for a while, at least. She kind of comes over and pulls you aside. She reaches over to a table and she pulls out she opens a drawer and she pulls out this square thing, kind of rectangular thing, wrapped in a cloth. I should have given this to you a while ago. A long while ago. I know you think that you're subtle. I didn't know how to talk to you about it. I didn't know how to. And she starts to unwrap it. And inside is a holy book to your God. And she hands it to you. It looks very old, but it's in very good condition.
She kind of just takes it, just this look of kind of surprise. Thank you.
Mother always knows. I mean, I don't know how long you were keeping the secret, but I've had that for a while. I just didn't know how to give it to you. I still don't, but I figured tonight is the night. It's important.
Then keep it safe for me. For now. And she just kind of carefully puts it back in her hands. Till I get back.
She doesn't take it. It would really make me feel better if you had it with you.
All right.
It belonged to a high priest. They say it's 600 years old. And there's some sort of inscription on the inside, some sort of prayer that I haven't even looked at. Something they say is lost.
Saldana will open to whatever page Jastra was indicating or mentions.
The very first page is some sort of inscription. It's going to take you a little bit to kind of parse it, unless you use magic. Do you want to take the time now, just to kind of read over it and try to examine it? You give me an intelligence check to see how good you can do. Just take you a few seconds.
Yeah,
Unless
fuck
your
it.
intelligence check is bad. All right, give me an Arcana check, actually.
There we go. That's better. That's gonna.
Well, that's
be...
an intelligence check. It's just an intelligence Arcana check.
Yeah, that's gonna be a 20.
So you get almost all of it instantly, and you can kind of infer the rest of it. It seems like it's just some sort of prayer, but the prayer is written in this language.
Does she know
Talks
what
about
language this
it's not a prayer you've ever heard before, but you're also not fully versed in it. But as you read it, you look up and you're no longer standing inside your mother's house. You're in a classroom. There's a chalkboard. You're holding the book. And sitting on the desk behind you, leaning up against it, is the old man you met before. You were not who I was expecting to find that.
Technically, my mother was the one who found it and gave it to me.
No. That's not how it works. She didn't read it. Knowledge and understanding, magic, that's important, but faith is also important, Saldana. And with faith comes the understanding that certain things happen for a reason. Every authority figure in your life has pushed you down. Everyone you've looked up to, from your mother, or failed you like your father. I know you don't think that he has, but he could have done much, much more. To me. Well, to the people that I represent. To him. Which is me in a way. Confusing, I know. That's why you have to have faith. So no more of this. And he just waves his hand and all the desks vanish. No more of that. And the chalkboard is gone. No more games. No more lessons. And he walks over to you. Are you ready to receive my blessing?
Yes.
He reaches out and he touches your book. And he leans in and he kisses you on the forehead. Your eyes close, and when you open, you're standing in front of your mother again. You have a strange, innate understanding of the world. Something becomes clear in a way that nothing else ever has. You can choose one new 9th level spell to learn from any list, and you gain another 9th level spell slot.
Saldana just has this look of...
And yes, that includes Wish if you want.
Join the Wish Club.
Join the Wish Club.
We don't.
It's
we don't
me and
talk about
GB,
it.
but only
Arcane Book Club became
temporarily.
Arcane Wish Club.
It's called Wishbone if you're just talking about GB.
Which GB calls it Wishbone.
No, it's great.
And everybody else is like, I'm never calling it that.
It's because he just wishes for bones every so often.
The wish perk.
I mean, he wishes every day, so why not just be like, I made a bone?
I had a half joke. That was only sort of formed about the fact that I am the other person who can do wish now. Because I have the ring. It's like, oh yes, wishbone.
Yeah, Saldana is speechless. And probably has a tear or two going down, just...
It's just an old book. It's okay.
She doesn't go for a hug, but she does, like, grab Jastra's, like, shoulder and just kind of squeezes it. Thank you.
She starts crying. But she doesn't touch you anymore. She just nods and smiles.
And then she'll just let her go and... Oh. Oh, Logan.
Meh.
Foster, stop making noise. This is supposed to be a heartfelt moment.
What is everyone listening in?
Of course we are.
Callie went and found Astrid and
Like everybody's at the window.
They touched. Oh no, she's crying now. I don't know what happened.
That's good or bad.
Callie went and
All
found
right, running out of
Astrid
time,
and
so let's-
gave her
let's go.
1,000 gold for the foster kids.
Okay.
Oh, for the foster? I'm like, what? Kids, oh.
Yeah.
Those are all yours, Foster.
And that's where the name Foster Kid came from.
Yeah, Saldana just does that, and then she leaves with a bit of a smile on her face.
A genuine one.
Yeah, surprisingly.
But she has wish now. Of course she's smiling. Or whatever
May
she
or
takes.
may not be this. Yeah, whatever I take. I could take something totally
She
different.
might
What else I
take
have?
Meteor Swarm. You never know.
Or she could take wish and cast Meteor Swarm whenever she wants.
No,
Oh,
you,
it's
you
only-
can cast
yeah, it's
8th
only
level. You can wish for a 9th level, but then you start getting the penalties. Which I have to look up because there's craziness going on with that now. Thanks.
Don't blame me, blame my husband.
Thanks. I'm not blaming you, I'm blaming Oshin. Alright.
That's why I asked the question.
So we've got 2 more people to get through for tonight.
Oshin, Sil, Kelly?
Oh, God. Oshin, Sil, and Callie. 3 more. Okay, we really got to get moving.
Sorry.
Who wants to go next? Obviously, you're each getting something. I want to get through them, so I'm sorry that we have to kind of fast forward a little bit here because we're gonna go a little bit long because we only have 5 minutes left technically. Sorry, guys.
Sorry. I didn't mean to.
Sorry,
Just
you
go
get more
long.
amazing
No.
character building content.
I had a couple other
Yeah.
things. I was going to do a couple
All right,
sendings
what do you
too. If
got?
someone else wants, I was going to do a couple sendings, but if someone else wants to go
Go ahead, no, do
first.
sendings.
No, what do you got?
Okay. Oshin wanted to try to send to Umo one last time before fighting, and also wanted to try to send to Soxy because he's not gonna see her again until they come back. Let me open up because I actually wrote them. So the first one is to Uma.
The first one's to who now?
Uma is trying to send her one more time. Just it didn't work last time, but Oshin wasn't sure why and is being optimistic and hoping it's something like when they were on Lamina because
What do you say?
can. Never mind.
we fight for Cinderhaven tomorrow. I wanted to be sure you're safe. A lot's happened. I want to see you after the battle. That's the first one.
Does somebody intrinsically know who is sending it?
If they understand the voice,
Yeah.
Okay. You get a reply. Oh yeah, we're all safe. I didn't know you were fighting. Good luck with that. Please be safe, okay?
I can cast something more like 5 times or something, so I'm gonna do it again.
Oh my god, 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 oh my god,
To
like
reply.
25 times.
I will be safe. When you come back, I want you to meet my kids and husband.
That one fails.
Okay, well. And the other one was for Stoxy, but she doesn't necessarily have to reply. She might not be able to if they're already on Lamina. But, I know that you'll survive, and I know that you'll win, but it's not enough just winning. Come back as all of you. Your family is here. Just let that more just to let her know.
You get a reply. It's slow to come in. It's very slow to come in.
There's
There's some
interference.
static on the line.
It's
No,
weird, you just hear a dot, dot,
please,
dot.
Please try again later. Then all of a sudden you hear do do do. The reply is, "I love you, brother. I will always love you, no matter what happens or how much I forget. I will try to come back whole." Anything else, Oshin?
I think that's it.
Well, then let us return you home and discuss your last night for tonight. Calm down. With your children and your husband. When you return home, you are met with glitter toe beans all over your legs, like super excited, telling you that you must come into the other room. You got to come in the other room, but you got to close your eyes. Close your eyes and come in the other room. And you feel a mage hand like grab your hand and start to pull you gently into the other room to guide you. And you hear, "Glitter, it's wrapped. They don't have to close their eyes. Open your eyes." And you open your eyes, and before you there's this little package that is neatly wrapped, and Glitter or Sparks is sitting right next to it, looking very, very happy and dapper in his little hat. And Sparks has new pants on. And Pimble is all dressed up, and sitting next to them on the counter or on the dinner table is Oshin's favorite meal, which is what?
I kind of imagine it's some sort of like vegetable pasta type dish, like Oshi would have probably not had before going on dates with Pimble.
Sure. So it's you mean like where they make the pasta out of the vegetable, like it's like a
I was thinking the
like
pasta primavera where it's got the
so actual pasta
stuff in it,
right,
yeah.
'cause you don't have a problem with
cheese and
it's the
oil.
meat. Got it. Sorry, I'm thinking of other things, although there's some really good ones out there that are just vegetables. But okay, so this is pasta primavera with the vegetarian style, and with probably little veggie spring rolls as appetizers. Everything looks amazing. It's all done up. You sit down and have dinner, and everyone just laughs and loves on each other, and no one is concerned. Everyone is, it's not even talked about really. The kids know where you're going. The kids know how dangerous it is. It's hard to hide anything from a wizard and a sorcerer kitten. They're smart. Well, one's smart, the other one's charismatic, which is funny because it feels a little bit backwards. But anyway, afterwards they say, "Okay, open the gift."
Okay.
And Pimble gives you a look. Give me an insight check.
19. I'm actually pretty good at insight. I just never rolled.
This is the look of one spouse to another to brace themselves. That this gift is maybe not what they might expect. And you need to be very prepared to glowingly love it no matter what. Okay. And I rolled a lot of this. And you open up this package, you take off the wrapping. It's like a large t-shirt box. It's a huge, big box. Obviously, probably with the way it feels, it's going to have some sort of clothing in it. And after you open it, inside is a full long sleeve shirt that is all magenta glitter.
Okay. So, good
It
choice.
is. There is some accents to it that are in various other colors. The inside is fur-lined. It's got kind of a tiger stripe pattern to it. Glitter looks up and is extremely excited and says, "It's reversible."
Oh my
Wow.
God.
But
This kid,
the
you know.
fur is so soft. I just want it on the inside.
Pimple's just like, Mo helped us make it.
Yeah. He's really
She
good at
fit
this.
fairly well. And then the children, they had an idea, and Arlen kind of heard about it, and he and I have kind of been working on this for a while. It's magical. I mean, it's magical, but it's also magical.
Okay.
I asked Arlen for a favor to pull up some of his best work. I didn't know this would exist at the time. He had been working on something, gathering some very rare components for me. I'm going to owe him for a very long time. He put some work aside. He used work he's been working on for over a year to craft this. To imbue it with magic. It is... And the kids are just like so excited, like just sitting like bouncing, waiting for you to try it on. It is probably the most powerful magic item I've seen recently. Maybe ever. Other than the rare artifact or Mark's new armor.
Okay.
It is sort of crazy. They wanted to make sure that you'd be safe, and so did I.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Try
He
it.
just kind of whispers. And you see Sparks looks up and goes, "Why are you sorry, Daddy?" Don't worry. So you try it on. It's magenta glittery with little kind of like accent, like little rings of yellow glitter around the sleeves, and almost looks kind of like it might be fashioned like there's like buttons down the center, even though it's a pull on. It's like it's very kind of strange. Mo helped them design it.
Adorable.
His designs are really always really interesting.
They wanted it to match my kind of, and he's wearing magenta glitter.
Yeah, I see that.
The kids are like overjoyed, excited. They start bouncing around. So, let's talk about what it does. I had the wrong thing up. Oshin. Kittens, Pinball, and Arland. Oh, and Mo. Okay, so the first thing it does is it enhances your natural clerical abilities. You gain a 6th level spell slot and no 1 6th level spell. In addition, it allows you to spend a reaction. How many times a day did I say this? 3 times a day. That will allow you to take your natural barbarian resistance, if it's on, and make it immunities. So as a reaction, until the start of your next turn, you can become completely immune to all damage except psychic. And I think your resistance is psychic now, as long as you're raging.
Yeah. I'm resistant to psychic all the time, but
Yeah.
the rest of it, yeah.
Very nice.
All right. Callie. You're looking at me funny. Oh, I love this.
I'm a little confused, yeah.
I know. And that's so great. You think that I would let you know all of my secrets?
I am confused.
Kelly, where are you in the evening?
Probably at home.
Right before you're leaving.
Probably at home with Primheart.
All right. There's a knock on your door.
Alright, she will go downstairs to answer.
You open the door and you see hold on, I'm trying to think of you see Melda. And she smiles and waves at you.
Hi.
Found you.
Yeah.
Awesome.
What's up?
I found her. As she steps aside, and Afra steps forward.
Hi.
Brought you something.
I told that, Zach.
I'm risking a lot by coming here right now. But I couldn't stop thinking about you. And seeing your face in hers. And yours. It's hard not to. Seeing the happiness that you-
Sorry. For some reason, my brain, sorry, out of character, my brain thought it was my Afro. I was like, wait, that's real strange. How did that happen? Okay, never mind.
Thinking of the happiness you should have had.
I have happiness.
She looks at Primheart. I know. I'm worried about you. I'm worried about all of us. So I brought you this. And she holds up a small wooden box. I know it's from my side, and I hope it still helps.
Thank you.
Won't exactly match your complexion.
Not much does.
We don't have a lot of time, but
Thank you.
I hope that it helps.
I'm sure it'll be perfect. Thanks. And she'll open the box.
Inside is a blue dragon mask.
This is gorgeous.
It's very rare. There's only 5 of them. I wish I had the others.
This is wonderful. Thank you. And Callie will slip it on. How's it look?
Perfect. Matches better than I thought.
She'll turn to look at Primart. What do you think?
Looks really good on you.
Thank you.
I'm not good at saying goodbye once, let alone twice. Maybe we'll get a chance to
Alright.
see each other again.
Maybe.
She kind of reaches out and grabs your hand, squeezes it, and then turns and walks away. And Melda kind of like
Be safe.
Melda pops her head in. Okay, bye! And bounces off.
Bye, Melvin. Well, this is pretty perfect.
And that night, a few hours later, you leave for Lemon Island.
I have to stop. I have to drop something off first.
Hold on, we can get back to that. I'm trying to finish up Callie here real quick.
Oh, Callie.
Well, actually, all right. If you have something before that, I want to end with Callie and then Syl. So what do you got before that?
I needed to, before the night ends, Lark goes over to Syl's workshop and knocks on the door.
1 second.
You hear boulders being rolled into closets.
I thought you weren't doing the Les Miserables.
No, I'm putting everything back.
Oh yeah.
Mo, if Mo ever comes back and doesn't see things back the way, he's gonna have a conniption. I'm sorry. Hold on. Okay. Okay, hi.
Hello. I had forgotten, and you had given. I'll slow down.
Hey?
So I drew the pictures of the awakening.
All right.
Of that. And here's them.
Aw,
And
thank you.
I made a special one, and I took more time with it. And
Oh, okay.
it has a frame on it. It's got lots of colors. It's my favorite one, and it was the one you didn't know I was there, but I was watching. When he was pointing out the shape of his brothers and sisters. When he was telling you how they were supposed to look, I painted that for you, and it was very special. And I thought you should have that painting separate from the others, so you could hang it.
Oh, okay.
And that is all. I am leaving to go to Lamina.
I know. She'll take the picture and she'll just look at it for a while. Is it specifically of Syl, or is it about the whole scene with Vaz showing her?
It's basically Vaz showing with you there, and it's him showing you what it was supposed to look like when he was like, no, that's not it. And then
Yeah, that one's wrong.
that's all.
She'll stare at the picture for a little while and then set it on the ground really gently with the other pictures, and then just slowly but very she'll just slowly hug Lark, like sort of slip into his arms and hug him around the middle, and say, I really can't wait for them to meet you.
I am excited. They can meet Vesana and Berwin, and they can play together.
That sounds good.
You know to be careful, so I don't need to tell you that.
Yeah. I should be all right.
Good. You got a lot of people that have your back.
Yeah, I'll be back.
And they're in the doorway, so Syl glances out the door and looks to the wall next to them. I just really hope the mural lasts.
Yeah. Maybe somebody will protect it.
That's what I should have made for the barricade. Damn it. Just cover it in
There's still
statues.
time.
Yeah, I can do that.
There's still time.
And she will hug Lark for a while before letting him go. I know you have to go.
I'll see you later.
Okay.
I'll see you later.
Yeah, she'll let him go.
And I'll walk away. Go back to the treehouse for the last. Unless we're heading out tonight, then I'll meet with everybody else. Yeah, so I'll meet with them.
Okay. Many people have already gone on to Lamina Island. The portals have been opened. A portable magic circle has been placed there. Circle of teleportation. You all start to teleport in groups to what they're calling Last Stand. They've cleared a small area of the forest with permission from the druids and some of the shamans that they've recruited from the Farosh, and a few of the Chitin which they have recruited. They've cleared a small part of the forest where they've put a reinforced camp, magical camp. Protects them by camouflaging them just a few dozen feet from the edge of the crater where you'll be fighting. Two humans that nobody recognizes exist here. Dinth and Thurk. They've said they're here to help, but they're waiting. They have packs. And they only want to speak to Callie. They seem patient, sitting on the edge of the camp until Callie arrives. As they hear that Callie has finally arrived, they stand, they wait on the edge until someone tells Callie that they're there, which happens fairly quickly. One of the commanders comes over and after Callie arrives says, I know that you need to get settled in. We'll take your stuff to your camp, to your tent, but we have two people, we don't know who they are. They were just here when we arrived. They're waiting to speak with you.
Very well, I'll be right there. Zanarok, I'll be right back.
Okay. You don't want to come with you?
More than welcome to. I just,
I'll be quiet. I just want to make sure you're okay.
Thanks, love. So, Callie, I'll go forward.
As you walk these two, they stand with a level of command that you don't see in many people. Owen has that. Owen can stand there, trying to look casual, but be imposing on a level that can literally command the people around. These two have that. They don't seem to like each other. You get the idea that they are not standing near each other by choice. Dinth has fair features and has deep jet black hair, along with these brownish, cool eyes, and looks very stern. Thank you so much. And thank you, Perception Studios. And Thurk has kind of reddish blonde hair, more on the blonde side, and these just brilliant green emerald eyes, and again looks very handsome. They each carry a pack with them, very different looking packs. They have different casual dress. The dress is very strange, though. Neither one seems to be dressed in anything you've ever seen before. These are clothing or styles from some place that you're not familiar with. Neither one matches.
Callie's gonna kind of straighten up a little bit and come forward. I'm Kalinda. I was told you were looking for me.
I am Gurzradinth. Lord of the Black. And the other one turns and says, I am Brotham Crinth, Forest Keeper.
Callie will incline her head because it just clicked that these are dragons in front of her.
They pick up on that you caught that so quickly. They actually kind of look at each other, and they look back, and they actually kind of bow their head a little bit in respect.
It is an honor to make your acquaintance.
The Guardian called to us, me in my slumber. He said you were in need of aid, that our mother was in peril.
Yes. She has been split.
We are familiar. We are aware.
I seek to undo
But this
that.
is new peril. They kind of look at each other as you say that, and they look back. The Guardian trusts you, so we trust you to a point. They each pull off their bags and hand them to you. We were entrusted with these by the Guardian, by our mother. We sought the world to find them. We're still missing one, but they may be of use.
Thank you.
We will be here when the fighting begins. Do not expect us to take orders.
Wouldn't dream of it. And your help is greatly appreciated.
Dinth turns and walks away, while Thurk stays and looks at.
May I? She gestures to the pack.
If things go poorly, or they go well, and your people are still alive, I want my things back. And he turns and walks away.
Callie makes a mental note to talk to some people about what the hell he's talking about, since I believe that
I
particular
do.
detail was kept
Yep,
from her.
I know.
I said let's not.
I don't have it.
I'm suddenly
Got
really
it.
glad I'm not on Lamina because I
Got it.
currently have that
Not it.
tune right.
Yeah. Yep.
Callie,
Mhm.
as you open the packs, in each one are 2 more masks.
Yay!
Red, green, black, and white.
Oh my god.
Jackpot.
Each of the masks seems to interlock with the other. As you start to put them together, the 5 masks magically form into one. A brilliant silver mask. The mask of the Dragon Mother. And along with it, the blessing of the Dragon Mother. In addition to what the Mask of the Dragon Queen normally does, which allows your breath weapon to become a recharge on a d6 roll of 6 or better, allows you to also use all the other breath weapons that come along with it. Also allows, what else?
Resistance to the elemental damages.
resistance to the 5 types of elemental damage you can
And
do. You also
Immunity for me for lightning, since I'm also a bronze dragonborn.
is that normal? I thought that was something we
No,
had.
that's if you have the blue dragon mask, which is the lightning, and you are a bronze dragonborn that does lightning damage, you automatically get immunity.
So the Blessing of the Dragon Mother will allow your breath weapon to recharge on a 4, 5, or 6, and allows you to use it as a bonus action.
So that's what
Fuck
Cal
yeah.
is doing. I attack. Oh yeah,
Spell-
that's right.
Spell breath weapon. Every turn.
Heal breath weapon, heal breath weapon. And I think it also gives me a legendary save per mask.
Correct.
So it's,
Jesus Christ.
so I have 6 legendary saves.
Yeah, don't you think that's enough?
Awesome. Okay, yeah,
Alright, just
holy
checking.
crap, that's amazing.
Don't worry, so will I. All right.
Yeah, well,
So, and you prepare the
Well-
troops for battle. Lastly, Syl. So your mother,
She stops crying for 5 minutes.
go, don't cry.
Well, she was sniffling. Don't tell her what to do. Or not.
What did you put inside of yourself to get
They're
yourself
my
to sniffle?
tear ducts and I'll cry if I want.
Just lemonade.
Just
That's
lemonade.
an amazing. Oh, that's amazing sculpting if you're sculpting tear duct.
There you go.
Still, your mother and your little Charlie Brown child
Little Charlie Brown child.
come here to your place.
Syl hugs and picks up Vaz. And
Well, Vaz is
puts him
carrying
down.
a tray with a bunch of stuff on it.
Oh, okay, hold on. Okay, I'll wait till you.
He puts the tray down and then he like jumps up and he gets a big hug.
You're getting big.
I don't think that's possible. I think
know
I'm
it's
just the one size.
That's a joke.
When you look down on this tray, it looks like it's a tea set.
Not you too.
Well, it's tasty.
Okay.
I don't understand it either. And he doesn't really say anything. He just starts to make tea. Your mother looks at you like, this is your fault.
Is it like a special tea set by the look of it, or is it just like a ceramic tea set?
What does Syl know about tea? No, this is actual
We
very
spent
nice
how
tea.
much time at the tea garden? She's at least
And
observed what teacups look
you-
like.
Yes, this is actual tea. He's making some sort of actual tea with actual ingredients.
I meant the tea set. I meant, is it like an airshale tea set that he found somewhere
No,
at
it's
home,
a
or
very nice tea set that he had
Okay.
that he went and bought probably.
With what money, young man?
My money. He was very insistent, and it was very expensive. The tea set was not very expensive.
No, it's fine. I don't really care. It's okay.
The rest of it was. We had to stop by Arlen's twice.
For what?
Ingredients?
Oh. I guess he has nice stuff. Okay. So, so you said that the Vanguard would be coming.
Vanguard
am
are
I-
here. No, not here, but
Hey,
they're
oh,
in
does-
the city. Where did you
But-
want them, General?
I'll have to think about it. Like it, honestly, on the shore, on this shore, across from the city, would be probably fine. Please.
Wherever you wish. Where would you like our ships?
Ooh. How many?
All three.
Okay. They're the flying ones, right?
Yes, they're the flying ones. We
Ah.
don't have any others.
Right.
We
Well, the
have
flying
some
ones can go
boats.
in the water if they want to. Okay, so
I mean, Syl would probably have, like, this is, I don't know strategically where to put these things, but
Let's say you've probably spoken with Owen a little bit before.
Sure.
Owen is very familiar with what they have. He probably would have given you some guidance.
okay.
He probably also, well, he wouldn't have said it in a negative way. Probably isn't too happy with the idea that he has to kind of share command, not because he wants it all himself, but because
It's convoluted to
it's a
do
little
it.
convoluted to do it this way. But he also understands that without you, he wouldn't have this
Mhm.
group. So he says, basically,
Syl's
here are
m-
your main goals. Here's what you're going to be doing. And you sit and you talk to your mom about it for a little bit, and she nods and says,
Syl was more than happy to take Owen's advice on
Yeah,
a lot of
I
that
think
because she has no eye for tactician stuff.
So,
Intuitive.
in the middle of conversation, Vaz finishes up. He hands you the tea. He takes some himself and gives some to the mother. It smells very lemony.
okay.
And there's a little snicket doodle on the side. Sorry. And your mom continues. So he just kind of sits there and sips his tea, and it tastes okay. Tastes good. And
Lots of sugar goes in.
there's not really a lot of sugar in it. He doesn't seem to have any sugar. And
What are the odds that she'd have sugar in her bag, though?
probably pretty good after the first sip or so.
Okay.
If you go to your bag and start to try to put sugar in it, is that what you're going to do
Yeah.
in front of your child? Really?
I'll offer him a sugar cube. Be like, here, you should try it.
You're going to tell him it's not good enough?
I want him to experience the entire array of options in front of him. He can try it and then try it with the sugar. And if he doesn't like it, that's okay.
So you're basically telling him it's not good enough. That's fine.
I'm teaching him that everyone
as
gets to
you-
have their tea different. Okay, we're all
As you
unique.
start to pull
Spill
out
the tea,
the
girl.
sugar,
Spill the tea.
he reaches over and takes your little sugar package away from you and just puts it down.
Okay. Okay, I have to have it this way. Okay.
And your mom's just like, I know nothing. And she
Just sort
takes
of
another sip,
awkwardly is like,
yes,
she's like-
sir.
pinky out, like, okay, kid.
And he just keeps sipping his, and just listening to the conversation as you and your mom continue to talk.
She'd ask her mother questions about, who all's in the Vanguard still? Is there anybody new? And
There's nobody new because they haven't built anyone new, but she will explain, the different strategies and different things, different people you can have and things. After about another 10 minutes, so you start to feel a little weird.
We're supposed to ask permission before you put things in people's drinks. I feel funny.
That's normal, I think.
Normal. Faz, what did you do?
I gave you a gift.
What are you talking about? What happened?
Oh, you're going to fight tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, I got a lot of cool stuff, though. I mean, like, really cool stuff. I mean, like, super cool stuff.
Well, I want to make sure that you're the best Syl you can be.
Okay. So what did you get from Ireland? What is the tea?
what's the tea, Vaz?
I just, he's like struggling to find words.
Do you have instructions from Ireland or anything that I could read?
No, Arlen didn't know what I was doing. He didn't understand it.
You just made it yourself? You just came up with it?
Yeah, I just sort of, I sort of listened to you. Like I listened to brothers and sisters.
Oh.
And your mom kind of looks down and looks back at you. Never underestimate your children.
Noted.
Always watch.
And don't drink the things they just put in front of you.
So, Syl, you start to feel very, very sick for a moment. This feeling you've never really had before.
This is why you don't eat things.
Oh, no, if you didn't eat it, I couldn't help you.
Does the
Don't worry,
cookie
I'll go
help
later.
with the nausea?
No, I wouldn't eat the cookie.
Okay.
I've never made a cookie before.
There's some plaster in it. I just used what was around the house.
It's just painted concrete.
Oh my god.
Syl, did you ever experience, besides seeing it? I think you did. Didn't first touch you and change you slightly?
Yeah, first elevated her strength for
You
a
start to
moment.
feel that change in you. That ability that first had, that ability that creepy George Washington, Goa George Washington had.
Go Washington.
Orem?
Your Orem, Goa Washington, your son has that. And here's what happens. Tea of the Goamancer. Once drunk, can change a Goa in numerous different ways. This particular brew changes Syl thusly. For every 25 points of damage that Syl has on their sheet, your rage bonus increases by 1, up to a max of +4 additional points.
25 points of HP?
Every time you take 25 damage.
Oh,
Cumulative. So if it 25 damage is +1, 50 damage is +2, 75 until you're healed down, and it will change again. I know it's going to be a little bit of math keeping for you. After 100 points of damage exists on your character sheet, you should have a total of a +4 bonus. In addition, your crit becomes 18 to 20.
Yes, bitch.
Hot damn.
Oh, wonderful. Oh,
The sickness goes away, and you start to not quite understand exactly what's happened to you, but you understand that the barbarian aspect of you has changed, has become better.
as it subsides a little, Syl, I presumably Syl was just like sitting on the floor with them, and she gets up and sits next to Vaz, and puts an arm around him on the side, and just leans her head on the top of his head, and says very, very gently to him,
See, I told you, and I knew that you were gonna do really great things.
You should always listen to me, but that's none of my business. And he turns and starts sneaking his teeth. And that is where we're going to end our last normal session.
Tea spilled.
Tomorrow starts our 2-part finale, where we'll have 8 of our players tomorrow, 7 of our players on Friday. Each night, I'll tell you now, is going to end on a cliffhanger, which will be resolved on Saturday morning when we come back together for the final time.
One last time.
3 more
"Go,
days.
Washington's going home."
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone, for being here. Thank you, Raiders, for being here.
If this is your first time dropping into the stream and you're following us, please check us out for the next few days. It's going to be intense. It's going to be epic level, literally. and our epilogue's gonna undoubtedly be just as emotional as.
Thank you so many people for sticking around. Thank you guys so very, very much. You're amazing. Please check out World Anvil. World Anvil is releasing a brand new product this Friday. It's called Heroes. It's basically social media for your characters. It's going to be a brand new way of keeping track of your notes and characters' interactions. If you're a streamer especially, it's going to be great because there's an audience view of the entire chat log and everything so that the audience can see what's going on behind the scenes, see the handouts and things. It works really well. We're going to go ahead and do a raid because we've got so many amazing people here. And let's make sure that I can do this without going to someone who is going to end in a moment.
Offline.
Is our raid gonna be what's the tea?
It is now.
What's
It is now.
Oh my
What's
God.
the tea?
What is it? What's the
What's
tea?
the tea? What's the tea?
What's the tea? All right, let's see. Let's see here. We've got a couple of options. Let's do Matty Moore.
Sounds good.
Matty Moore is a nice guy. He opens boxes of miniatures, talks about the miniatures and things. Runs D&D as well, owns a game store. Real nice guy. We're going to go over there and say hi to him and raid. Thank you guys. Please come along if you can. And we will say hi. What's the tea? I guess is going to be our raid cry. Like I said, we'll be back here tomorrow night for our first Lamina side of the battle, the upcoming battle, and then the following night, Friday, we will have the other side of the battle, and then we'll wrap it up all on Saturday morning, and then we're done. 160 episodes, over 600-700 hours worth of doing this, and it's finally coming to an end. So thank you guys very, very much. Really appreciate it. We really love you. Couldn't have done it without you. Even if you're brand new, you mean the world to us. So thank you again. Alrighty, let's go do this raid in 10 seconds because I always forget that it takes 10 seconds.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, guys.
Thank you, everybody.
Goodbye for 10 seconds.
Thank you
Bye.
so much.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Again.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye now.
Goodbye. Bye now. Bye.
Bye.
And we're out. Ish.